You're a kind of a pickup artist, right? I mean, you have.
I mean, it's a gay term, but I'm the number one, the best. No one has done more pickups live. You know, pickup artists do it edited because they cut out the cringe.
I've seen some of the
They cut out the cringe moments. These
of course
liars.
they do, bro. Of course, I believe you, bro, because I've seen some of your TikToks. Like I watch.
Well, you do comedy, so you know I can pull.
Exactly.
You have the same
because you're
style
funny.
of pull.
Exactly.
Funny.
Being
Finger,
funny.
finger.
Yes, but you're also. Come on, man. We got a little bit of that tall the tall privilege. Come on.
I can debunk you.
Okay, debunk. Well, of course I could debunk you because what I tell people when they give me that shit, because I feel like I could tell you what to do to get a chick. I believe that. When
the same whores that like me like you.
Yes,
so
of course. We are the same type.
Yeah.
Now, when girls
we
approach
could turn
us,
the lights off and swap.
right? We
That's
could
illegal.
easily.
We don't do that.
No, but we could.
Yeah, we're not.
You guys are giga chads.
But I was gonna say, like, if you want to see an influencer who's identical in appearance to me, height, weight, looks, he's better looking, has millions of followers. When I had like 100 viewers on Twitch, Hasan Piker, and watch Hasan Piker, Zherka, Mia Malkova,
he crumbles.
3-way date, and tell me, are my looks scaring or my personality? Tell me.
I think
He has clout, looks, everything.
He's tall, bro. Don't tell me that motherfucker's big.
He's huge. He's beautiful.
God damn it, he's that
beautiful
big?
homosexual.
He kind of looks
that big?
He kind of looks like a younger you.
Really?
Actually,
Fuck
yeah.
him, dude.
He's like a non-straight. Oh my God, you guys look alike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
he's like a womanly version.
I'm gonna swing on him. What the fuck? Yo, pull him up.
Dude, I'll put the chin down.
Whoa,
I'll take
you
it, dude. I had a Mayweather defense,
you just cut
dog.
his hair,
Hey, if
but
I had to
yeah.
fight you, it wouldn't be fun, dog. I'll tell you that. You're fucking.
No, it would be fun. I'm dying.
it would
My
be like
organs are failing. You're gonna kill me.
He's
The
the
left of the
very
liver, then.
liberal version of you.
Really? Well,
I was
fuck
like-
Hasan, dude. Fuck Hasan.
He
dude.
would hate
This is
you.
him
But
with
he's
short
huge?
hair. Yeah.
That's
Right.
bull. I don't like that he's
huge.
huge. I'll be honest with that. I do not like that. That's good. So he gets a lot of pussy.
Well, pull a better picture. Don't do the homeless.
Yeah,
fuck
yeah, I know
the
that. He
long
looks
hair.
really bad in that pic,
Yeah.
dude. But I
And
get what
that
you're
one.
saying. I get what you're
And
saying.
that one. Oh, that's a great one.
I get
But
what you're
look,
saying.
this fucking choke artist,
Yeah.
if you search up Mia Malkova, Hasan Piker date,
Yeah, I will. Dude.
it is the most, no.
That sounds funny. Should we watch some of it now?
It's 2 hours of awkward. Yeah.
But let's watch some highlights from this. It's
You know what's weird? You know,
trying
I
to find
shit on LA. And
Zherka and Hasan Piker date, right? How do you?
and Mia Malkova. She's the clickbait.
Oh, Mia Malkova.
Yeah.
They're like, don't
TwitchCon.
bite
Just
the hand.
think
Think
about
about it.
TwitchCon, you'll find it. 'Cause
right.
I think he DMCA strike that he got embarrassed or something. But yeah, he had a mental breakdown and tried to kick me off the stream. Like Zherka needs to go, and I was just fucking goofing off.
Because I wanted to bring it to the picking up
it-
because
is it this?
our
Yes,
fans,
but
bro.
that's
I think
part 2. I think
we
Go to
want to
part 1,
help our
scroll down.
fans get more pussy. You know what I'm saying, Zherka? Like the people that watch this, I want them to get more pussy because they watch this pod.
Sell coke. What the fuck?
That is if you're from LA, you know that is one of the truest statements of all time. That is
That's part 2.
unfortunately
Go to part
true.
1. TwitchCon, Mia Malkova, Hasan Piker. That's all you need. This is day 2. If you go day 1, I'm telling you,
Let's
this
go,
is
bro.
going to traumatize
I'm excited,
you.
bro. I'm excited.
You're not going to like this.
I'm not gonna like it because I
seen
wanna have a leg up. But
I
that's
haven't,
okay.
but I feel like I'm gonna cringe, dude. Fuck.
Let's see, scroll down. Of course. Oh, right
That
there.
one,
Highlights.
yeah.
Let's just go highlights.
Hell yeah.
This one, day 1.
Wait. I meant no. Scroll down. No way they scrubbed it off the internet. This guy's that much power.
Really?
He got embarrassed.
It's really hard
This
to find,
pussy.
yeah.
Fuck this guy, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, I hope
he
this
flipped
ends
on the
up on
producer
LSF,
too.
man.
He flipped
Fuck.
on Raj and freaked out and said, "You set me up to make me look stupid." No, that's not it. Scroll down. Man, this is crazy.
Damn.
It had like millions of views.
Maybe it's in there somewhere.
Go back. Or search up John Zherka, Mia Malkova, TwitchCon. Let's see if mine is up. Because I'll post it to embarrass this guy. I hate this.
Yeah, you gotta post. Yeah, wait. If you can, you gotta one up on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't hate him
Because
for no
I'll tell you
reason.
what. I'll tell you what. I do sometimes preach that being, pretending that you're a lib to get pussy is okay.
He might.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Are
bro.
you kidding? I'm a vegan,
Yes, bro,
I'm
yeah,
a vegan
I'm a
in that pussy, bitch.
Exactly,
The fuck?
bro. You pretending
Are you
to
kidding?
be
Lie to the
li-
bitch.
Bro, pretending to be lib to get pussy.
When
that
she
is
says
allowed.
and you know, this is not a comedy bit. When
Yeah.
she says you're a Pisces, I go, I knew you'd know that about me. And she'd
God
be like,
damn it.
because I'm a Capricorn. And I'd be like, Every time I get it right.
That is right.
What
baby.
the fuck is a Capricorn? Bitch, start sucking dick.
Hey, but you heard it here first, man. If you got to pretend that you're into horoscopes, if you got to pretend.
Horoscopes. We love
You know what I
whores.
mean? We love them.
Scope whores.
We scope those whores.
Oh, wow. It is scrubbed off there. I am so sorry for
And we got.
wasting
Can you
time.
get it up though at some point? Well, we'll link
No,
it.
you'll never find it. This
God
is.
damn it.
I can tweet and find it. Should I help you guys?
That'd be kind of dope, bro. Let's
The
find
point
it.
I'm trying to make is
you need it all.
the point
Yeah,
I'm trying
you
to
can
make
tweet
is
about it.
everyone who points at him and says, "Yo, your Gillette commercial, Versace look." You know how we have that fucking.
We got that.
What do we got? We got that European.
It's that Euro.
We look like I eat pussy, but not anymore.
Right,
We
exactly.
look
I don't
like
need
that.
to. It's the. I don't need
Like,
to
I'm
eat
good
pussy.
at eating pussy, but
But I don't need to.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
I've done it enough. I'm already in the pussy eating Hall of Fame. I don't need.
What's
I don't
that?
need more.
We have like a dirty Euro trash look.
Exactly.
And bitches love that.
Yes.
When you watch his game with women, everyone who's come up to you at a party and said, "It's because you're tall, good-looking jawline,"
Right.
they're all liars. It's because of how you speak.
Let's go.
It's
baby.
literally how you
I've
speak.
been telling people that for a long time, but nobody gives me credit. And I finally, I believed the mob. I finally believed them. I was like, fine. You know
Well,
what?
for some
Maybe
whores,
it is.
sometimes some whores,
Of course.
they just literally at Walmart. Like,
Yeah, baby. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Kind of cute. Then I go, whoa, off looks.
Yeah, dude. It's, okay. So most men go about their day and never get a whore to say, "Hey, you're hot," which is, "Hey, you're hot" from a woman is like, "Hey, I'll suck your dick." And we on occasion, me and Zherka, we might get some whores coming up to us and saying
Okay, we're
something.
lying. We're lying. Like 30% of the time when we're at the club or a bar, we are being approached. The
There we
tall.
go.
I'm not saying
The tall.
good looking. It's
The
the tall.
tall. So, yeah,
that shit is fucking hacky.
Because now we're being honest. Yeah.
You ever been sitting and talking?
I get
to a girl?
approached for cigarettes, you know,
You
by
get
chicks.
you look like you get approached for Fent.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I
Dude,
get approached to
Get
to
your
buy
weight
Fent
up,
from
dude. We
someone,
weighed him
bro.
on a pod.
Steroids and coke. Let's
Once,
go.
I
yeah,
weighed like- I weighed
117. That's
120,
problematic.
bro.
What- No, he hit 117 on
That's
the
fine.
pod. We saw it on the scale.
I'm
And we're
like-
like,
I
bro,
think I'm
you're
like
117
Because,
pounds.
like 135
because he
now.
looks like a nice Xanax dealer, they'll
Yeah.
still fuck.
That's
They'll
right.
be Like,
I-
it's
Well,
here
no,
somewhere. I'll suck some dick for
I
it.
just
Saltine,
fuck
we're not
good
telling
and have
you.
a
We're
big
not
dick,
telling
you
you.
know? So
Saltine,
it's
we're not
like-
telling you that you need to sell drugs to get pussy, but
Oh,
we're telling you that it's
I
going to
look
help
like
you
it.
get pussy if you
I
sell
definitely
drugs.
look like it, bro. You know, I get approached all the
Yeah.
But
time.
the tall thing I was going to
Yeah,
say.
the tall thing.
How many you are going to freak out when I say every tall guy freaks out?
Yeah.
Bro, you haven't noticed, but this happens all the time. You're sitting down, flirting with a girl at a bar, and she's giving you resistance, where it's like she's kind of teasing you,
Right.
but in a way where she's superior.
Right.
And then you get up to grab a drink, and she kind of starts stuttering, and she kind of starts acting different, and she can't be mean, but she can't be too nice to change.
Yeah,
So it's this
yeah. Mm-hmm.
lukewarm, and I'm evil. So
I love that
I'm
you've-
evil, so I turn to her and I go like this, yo, shades in the club. I'd be like,
Yeah.
this. You're so quiet now that you're a midget. And I fucking humiliate that fucking short, stubby whore. Fucking bitch.
All right. That is.
They're very
I-
into tall.
You know what, man? I love that move because it reminds them, you know, like it's like a, I can protect you, and I feel like they should be worried anywhere
that's
they
not
go.
it.
You know?
When you stand, I don't think the initial thought is I can protect you. And if she's comfortable with you,
You think
she's
it's
not
sexual?
thinking, she's not thinking you're gonna kill her. I think the first split second thought, I can see it in the bitch's eyes, is he's better than me.
Oh, okay. Like in the world,
How many short girls go for tall guys?
all of them.
Why?
It's got to be. I mean, because
I'll
he's
tell you
better
what.
than me.
No, because we don't marry who we're compatible with. We marry who fixes our deepest insecurities.
Oh wow.
So if you have like an ugly nose, you want this guy. You want that guy. The nice symmetrical, and right? If you're a short girl, I'm stubby. You want the tallest nigga. It's like for kids, I guess. For me, what do I look for in a girl? Extremely fucking
petite.
yeah.
Is that what you like?
Yo, you are
That's-
fucking. I knew if I pause, he's gonna fill it in. 'cause
I know
when we're
who you
built
are.
The same, when we're looked the same.
Yes, we know. I know
How
who you
can
are.
anyone fuck anything outside of petite? When I'm
Right.
fucking her, I grab the wrist, and if it's the size, if it's half the size of mine, I go, "You're a man. You're trans. You snake me. That's an asshole. I'm out of here."
I like this
That's
test,
a
dude.
man.
Around the waist,
Yeah.
around the waist.
I'm
If
gonna
you
bust.
can almost touch,
Yo, yeah,
I've been there
yeah.
many a time. You can almost touch around the waist.
Sometimes you can almost actually touch if
beautiful.
they're underage.
Oh my
Sick son of a bitch.
I'm not saying you date them. I'm saying like,
Oh man. All right, just picking them up for fun. Yeah, I guess.
no, I'm talking about like with a nephew or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Nothing sexual. but sometimes intrusive thoughts, right? I'm kidding. I'm not taking your channel down.
So, all right, but let me ask you a question.
I meant niece. Now I'm a gay pedo.
Have you had your heart broken though, my man?
Yeah, for sure.
Was it a beautiful woman
feel you.
with a small waist that was tiny?
Actually, yeah. Well, now she's fat.
Hell yeah, really? That's
Well, I mean,
always a
the-
score. That's always
Think
great.
of the girls in high school.
Yeah, all
you ever
of them
bump
are.
into them and you
It's
go,
so bad, bro.
"You were the popular girl. I look like fucking Brad Pitt. You ugly fat pimple whore.
Dude.
Get the fuck out of my face. What happened to you? What the fuck happened to you? You need to go off your."
I
didn't
would
say that on YouTube.
wait, you
Yeah, you can't say that.
you've said ugly fat pimpled whore. I mean,
No,
you know,
I'm
I've
try- I'm
thought
still
it.
trying to
I've
fuck the
thought
fat
it.
bitch.
I've thought it, but I'll say this: it is kind of crazy because I'm 36, you're 29. When you get older,
I
it
look
is.
older than him. What the fuck?
No,
is
you
going
don't.
on?
No, you don't.
I'm dying.
No. You have
No, I
great
thought
skin.
you were
The
actually-
Albanian, you got the Albanian skin, bro.
I
You're
thought-
good. You
I
know
thought
what I
you were
mean?
28, and then when you said
Thank you.
someone said you look like Hasan. I think he's like 33.
Oh, wow.
Then you jumped to 33 because I
Yeah.
was like, you kind of look like him.
Yeah, I
but
got some.
You're not gay. Like
Thank you, man. He seems gay.
No,
I'll go on the
he's not
record
gay.
and say Hassan's gay.
No, he's not gay. But have you noticed straight men? Sometimes they are gayer than the gayest person on earth.
Yes,
Very
because
Like there's
Openly.
nothing gayer
if they're
than a
what
straight
they-
dude who's maxing out on liberalism.
Yeah, why is he doing that?
Oh,
like
you
clearly
get
he
rich.
understands.
You can get rich
so
like
you can
that.
get rich.
Oh,
He seems like he always has like a butt plug in or
dude,
some
I've
shit,
given
you
him
know?
so many chances, and he's never given me one chance. But the first time I realized he's a phony, we were on with Invader V on a reverse show, dating show, and she said, "I cheated on my boyfriend." This suicidal guy, right? And she cheated on him. It was a very dark story, and she's like giggling and laughing. I was like, "You dumb, ugly whore!" And I was getting angry, and his first initial response to her, Hasan Piker, said, "Did you cheat on him because he wasn't pleasing you sexually?"
Oh, that's
That was his
fucked.
instinct first question to that fucking dumb bitch.
That's fucking whack.
Imagine. And I'm like,
fucked.
when you look at the suicide rate and stuff, you go, these liberal types like Hasan that empower evil women,
Yeah.
imagine how much harm they're bringing to the universe.
So there is something that isn't talked about. It is that men commit suicide way more than women statistically.
no woman in history has ever killed herself.
They've tried, but they didn't work.
Everything is a fish story. It's always men. Men suffer, women just get bored.
I see it. You
They
know
also
what I mean?
shouldn't vote.
I do know a lot
There
of
is
girls
something.
that failed.
There
by
is
killing
something that
themselves.
people need to realize that men are struggling, especially nowadays. So, what do you think would help? Is helping them get more pussy going to? Yeah, that's going to help.
I don't believe in that.
So, what do you think was going to help the youth, the young men that look up to you, Zherka? What do you think is going to help them? What do they need to do?
Well, in my website, I sell a dating program, so this harms me.
I know you're. Yeah, this
harms
does
me,
harm
man.
you. I figured. Yeah.
But
go
you know,
ahead.
God first.
God first.
I don't believe getting pussy helps, man.
Because we know that it didn't help us. Is that why you're saying it?
Well, we learned the hard way that the only thing
Yeah.
that matters is sustaining it.
Yeah. And how do you
'Cause-
do that? You must.
I mean, if you think about it, it's a trinity:
Mm-hmm.
looks, status, network of friends.
Look, status,
And
network.
That's your nest. And
Yeah.
then not even yacht billionaires can take her because she's friends with your sister. She's friends with your mom. She's friends with your homies. You guys go to Cancun and do Molly together. That world, no one's leaving, especially if you're like got some status, got some
Right.
clout where you walk on the street and people go, yo, you're the crusader. You're the co-kid. You're the blacksmith. You're the... I was about to say F slur. I'm horrible, bro. But check this out. If you have some status, you know, like there's nothing hotter to a girl than you're at the bar and someone recognizes, yo, you're YouTube,
Yeah.
you're YouTube.
Yeah.
And you go, hey, keep building me up. She's going to suck the skin off my dick, bitch.
Zherka, you might like this, but we actually put announcements out like, hey, if you see us in public, go big. Go big.
Yeah.
Go really big. And
Yeah.
if there's a girl around, go
bigger.
even fucking bigger.
I tell my people,
You know, and they do,
don't
they
say
do.
my name. Just
Yeah.
say it's you.
It's
'Cause
you.
if they get my name wrong, I look at them like, are you fucking Zherka?
I know, I
Zherka?
hate that. I hate-
That looks like a fake fan.
We're the only ones that have to fucking worry about that shit. Leo Dottavio. You know how many people have fucked up Dottavio, dude? But Zherka Dottavio, I get it, dude. It's
There was a YouTuber, Arab TV, just Arab on YouTube. He's doing great. I think he's like 500,000 subs.
Damn.
I bumped into him in a club, and you know, this guy was shook at how good of a wingman I am. That he went on like a 2-hour rant, and I never saw him again. But on the internet, and built me up, and I could have really damaged his brand because I was very toxic back then. But he did that favor for me. And it's because when I bumped into him, I'm like, yo, no fucking way, it's you. And I grabbed him aggressively like we're gonna fight, like, dude. And then he kind of pushed away, he's giggling. The bitch he just met there looked at Brad Pitt freaking out about meeting just fucking arrow. He's like, you're an average Joe, bro. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? You're nobody. But check this out. This is my homie. But he couldn't believe how fast that girl sucked his dick. And he's
man,
like, you're the greatest actor on earth. But I used
sustaining it. Yeah, man.
I used to do it with buddies.
Is that status? Is that what that is?
Well, I fake status. So like when I had no clout, me and my buddies would rotate on, yo, are you Zherka?
I love that, dude. Wait a second. Wow. Take that one to the fucking, take
that's-
that one to a bar.
That's fire, Riz.
You guys go out and have one of your friends go up to you and say, who's Zherka? Wow, that is unreal.
Actually, to make it even easier,
Yeah.
when guys go out to pick up chicks, they fail miserably because they're not actually looking at it as a video game MMO. The way I used to design it, from my, let's say I have 10 friends, the friends that I least like were usually the pickup artists. So I would go out with them. I wouldn't go out with my fun friends because we're having too much fun. We can't even get pussy because at one point making fun of her pisses her off. Yeah. You know, and we love to keep going.
Oh wow,
right?
that's a great point. You do have to go with the right guy. The wingman that you want isn't probably the guy that you want to hang out the most. It's the guy who's the best wingman.
Yeah. And there are some girls, they're very rare, but there are some girls who are smart enough to go, John, I love when you troll me, but you're getting at that point where you're getting no pussy. And I go, oh, I guess I'm going to stop. So girls, help us out. Like, let us know. Because we like to make you cry.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, hey, directions, girls, if you just want to say what we should do, that would be great.
It's hot.
Be like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to sleep with you today. I'm on my period. And honestly, I have diarrhea. But next week, when I shave my pussy, I'm not on my period. You have a chance if you're kind of a good, like a decent guy. So hit me up. And then I'd be like, well, I'm going to tip my hat. I'm not a decent guy, but I'll try. You know what I mean? Like directions would be great.
Yeah. When women are active in the date, I get so turned on because it's usually like, sell yourself to me.
It's usually I'm a jester, performing, juggling, fucking trying to impress you. I don't know. It's a lot of talking.
If you're speed running into the pussy,
sure.
I do say if you've got game. Yeah. Speed running means we're talking 99% of the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean by that?
True.
Where she's interrupting, no, and you keep going.
You keep going.
You keep making her laugh.
She's in a trance.
Yeah. Which I hate giving that advice because non-funny people don't do that. Let the bitch talk.
You know, it's one of the. I'm in the stand-up comedy world out here in LA, and I could tell you, my man, there are so many guys that are hitting way above their pay. You know what I mean? Like doing like have a hot bitch and they're a fat little funny guy. Yeah. There are so many of those.
Funny is medicine.
Funny is dude. It's one of the greatest.
They like
things.
Coke, Molly, but laughing is the best drug.
It's the best drug in the world, man. If you can make a girl laugh, it's over.
I mean, think about it. If she's laughing at my joke, gut busting, while some guy is, yo, come do a line, Stacy. She doesn't go for the first time. That white whore doesn't go to the Coke. Why? Because she wants to hear more of the joke. That's when I realized I'm like, humans crave laughing that much.
It's dopamine,
and now,
right?
And you get rich doing it, right?
Yeah.
And what is like? I believe anyone could be funny because the word funny is synonymous for courage because it's really just truth. You're just leaking truth.
I love that.
You're leaking truth in a place where truth can slap you.
Both of you have talked so much about your bouncing days, but what is it about being a bouncer that gives you so much character?
Oh, dude, I know you're gonna like mine.
Okay.
The highest level of shame doing that job, hiding. You don't want people to see you do that job. Mm-hmm. When you pop off on YouTube, it's the highest level of pride that you did that job. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, were you embarrassed to work for me? I was humiliated.
Yes.
So I pretended. I would post on my Instagram biography, number one bouncer in the city, because I knew I'm going to be outed. So I'm like, okay, I'll just be like the janitor who's proud of being a janitor. Because people would puke on my leg and shit.
Which city?
Vancouver, Canada.
Okay. Yeah, no, I did the same thing. I would have to clean up puke and take out the trash at the end
I
of the
didn't
night.
ever clean up. They puke on my leg, though. That's how packed the clubs were.
All right. Well, yeah, clearly you were in a different strata of bouncer than me.
Yeah, mine was dirtier.
Yeah, yours is dirtier, I guess. No, I definitely had shame. The shame for me is that I bounced in a city where a lot of people I went to college with. Because I went to UCLA, and a lot of the chicks I would date and hook up with and try to hook up with ended up in San Francisco, and they had great jobs, and I was trying to make the comedy thing happen, working in a bar. So it would be mortally humiliating when I saw people I knew. If I didn't know them, it wasn't that humiliating, with some exceptions. Because sometimes a fucking dude would roll in, he worked at Morgan Stanley, and just openly be abusive to you. Like, get the fuck out of my way, dude. Like, I'm not showing you my ID. Like, fuck you. I'm going to order another drink. You're not kicking me out.
Damn.
Wait, so were you talkative on the job?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you'd be angry.
No.
Been attacked while working, for sure.
Have I been attacked? The only attack I had on me was we had an Asian guy who mixed medications freak out at the bar. And again, he was a high-level white-collar dude, but we did have to restrain him. And some could say the chokeholds that were applied were extra legal.
Okay. Oh, you said white collar.
It was sort of a George Floyd situation.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, my buddy like laid this guy out on the concrete, this Asian man who was mixing Valium and fucking Viagra.
Jesus.
And Strawberry Fields, the alcoholic. The Asian guy was probably not really a threat to anybody, but
You said white collar. I thought white belt. I'm so racist.
Yeah, I was thinking
like,
"Wow."
No, my manager was a brown belt who dealt with him, and my manager did use this Asian man's intoxication as an excuse to work on his mataleo, aka rear naked choke, and the man was choked unconscious.
Oh, yeah, well.
It was a little George Floyd-y, but the guy lived.
Probably less concussion symptoms, though, from that.
There's no concussion.
There's none at all.
Speaking of the George Floyd thing, I've had my knee on 1,000 people's necks, like all the time. They were on GHB, they're on all sorts of drugs, and no one ever died. How come, like, everyone goes clubbing, everyone's seen bouncers put knees on people's necks? You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think if I've seen. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
And now that I think about it, I go, dude, imagine you're high on drugs and someone does that to you. Like bouncers, worldwide bouncers, you guys got to stop doing that. Even the cops do it, though, when they're trying to restrain the guy.
That used to be a move, right? I mean, that's what was explained in the media, was that it was something they used to do a lot. But.
Fez, if you would have put just your knee on George Floyd's belly, it would have killed him. So heavy you are, you know?
Thanks.
No problem. man.
You ever tried jujitsu, sir?
Yeah, I don't enjoy it as much because I'm not that flexible.
I don't know if I like the. I'm not okay with the male-to-male contact that much yet. Like I get the sweat, the smell.
You were
makes me
slapping
it makes me
around.
uncomfortable.
I think you'll like wrestling more than, right?
Probably, yeah. It's a little not as close contact, yeah.
I don't know, dude. Wrestling is like, have you ever seen referee's
It's pretty
position? Have you
gross.
ever
No,
gone
for
behind a
me,
guy
they're all
in
kinda
referee's
gay. They're all
position?
kinda
Why I hate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is like, if someone's done it for a couple years, you cannot hang with him at all.
exactly, at all,
And I'm
yeah.
like, yo, at least when I'm striking, I can hang with someone. If he's 10 years fucking boxer, at least I can fucking hurt him.
little bit, yeah.
At least I can do something.
Yeah.
But jiu-jitsu is like, yo, he's literally making me a woman in there, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you could also, he's got to get you to the ground first. So if you just know he's trying to get you to the ground and you tee off while standing, and then also, jiu-jitsu is so sportified now, meaning we train on soft mats, we train for points, there's no striking while we're practicing. So if a guy tries to pull a guard or unleash his go-go plata on you, just fucking smash his head against the concrete. Fucking smack him in the face.
Oh, we're talking about a street fight.
No,
I
a
thought we were
street
talking
fight's
about on the
different.
mat.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, the
street
mat.
fight.
Oh, a street fight, I'm not afraid of jiu-jitsu guys at all.
Because you're
that's what I
large.
thought you were talking
I thought
about.
he meant if I walk in a gym and I got to roll with a
yeah,
purple
yeah.
belt,
That's what-
Oh, you're
it's not
gonna
even
lose.
fun.
Yeah, you're gonna lose
It's not
there.
fun at all. And you know what's funny? Even when I'm winning, I'm losing. Because I go, what am I really going for here?
Yeah.
You know, am I going for an arm bar?
fuck him
Am I
up.
really? Yeah. But on a street fight it's very different. Actually, I think a street fight and a boxing match is more different than any other comparison. Like, people think, oh, a little boxing, a little wrestling is a street fight. No, it's not, because I think the closest is bare knuckle. Have you seen the bare knuckle guys?
Yeah.
That's what a street fight is.
It's like get
Where-
one shot in.
Yeah.
But they don't go to the ground in bare knuckle.
In bare knuckle, momentum's everything. You know, if you're like teeing off, you're winning. But in a boxing, you can hide behind glove,
Sure.
bob, weave. You can do a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah.
So I think if you're terrified of like what a real fight's going to look like, have takedown defense and watch bare knuckle and train. I mean, you don't have to.
Street fights go to the ground, though, a lot.
Yeah, well,
Wouldn't you agree with
99
that?
99%, yeah.
They go to the ground like, because when two guys who don't really know what they're doing are just grabbing at each other, they get tired, they lock up, somebody gets tripped.
If you do know how to fight, you have the temperament. I think the street fight is the 1-2. Like, they're done. You can just hurt. If you're a big guy, one punch, crack them, and you could be all on top of them. But 99% of guys who are not willing to be that aggressive, it's gonna go to the ground. It's like there's no you better have some kind of wrestling or.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, man. I've
Hapkido.
never been in like a really serious street fight.
How fast you go through puberty? In high school, nobody fucked
I was
with you?
200 pounds as a freshman, dude, already. So.
Oh no! Oh, wow.
I was 6
We're
foot
di-
one. I was 6 foot, 200 pounds as a freshman.
Oh, I grew tall like at the grade 12. Way
Right,
late.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. But so I've never really been. I mean, there's been like shoving, and it's never gotten past that. And Danny, you've had numerous serious ones, and so have you guys. I mean, so yeah. I mean, the experience you guys have never had that. I know. I've been trying to look for it, recently. Nah, I'm just kidding. We were gonna pick there was this like tweaker that was really small. Danny was like, "Yeah, it'd be good for your first one-on-one, dude. Fuck it, let's go.
In the Orangevale video?
Yeah, the Orangevale video.
Yeah, but you could kill someone too at your size. Like, how much you weigh?
240.
Yeah, don't fight the tweaker.
Yeah, I'll kill him,
That's
huh?
bullying.
People were talking shit on the short because the short's been getting a lot of views.
Yeah.
People were talking shit like, "Oh, you conveniently cut out the part where you guys ran like pussies."
Oh, wow.
As if, like, the assumption is we're scared of a guy who weighs 130 pounds. The other assumption is that's a wise idea to go around beating people up and posting it on the internet. Austin didn't get the memo that wasn't wise, but for us,
the internet is filled with retards. If you spare someone because you know you can kill them in a fight and they're just drunk, they go, "Dude, you were afraid of him.
Yeah,
you
it's
walked
so
away."
dumb.
It's like, no, I'm not trying to get locked up. What the fuck?
yeah, have you guys not heard of frivolous lawsuits and also just bodily disease? I mean, even if you beat the shit out of a hobo, but he gets one nail underneath your skin, who knows what he's going to communicate to
Staph
you?
infection,
There you
flesh-eating
go.
virus, dude. Fucked
Or the
up.
knife. A lot of people carry
They got knives.
Knives.
They got anything. They could have anything.
Dude, when I was in college, I think, and right after college, I was deeply insecure, and therefore I had a much shorter fuse, and I was much more willing to resort to violence. Since that has passed a little bit, I will basically avoid almost any street fight unless I'm cornered and the guy just keeps giving me no fucking out, precisely for the knife reason. I can't imagine anything worse than having to fight a guy one-on-one when he has a fucking knife. I don't like needles. I don't like sharp edges. I don't like it, dude. I don't like fucking bumping my head on the corner of my stove even, because sometimes
it's just
that leaves
not worth it. I mean, in LA, I'll be honest. I mean, I've had multiple friends get shot and killed by someone in. Maybe they got in a fight somewhere. Well, one guy got in a fight at a party with a guy.
multiple friends die by gun
by
violence?
gunfire. Yeah. Gun violence. Yeah, it's fucked up.
R.I.P.,
I mean, I
dude.
grew up. Grant High School was pretty ghetto. My high school was very ghetto. I was in the magnet program with all the white kids.
Why don't you pour one out for the homies?
So the homies that have passed away. I know I've talked about one on Leo and Friends, but it's Neville Vega, dude. He was a great friend. It's for Neville Vega. I love you, buddy. Neville Vega was a handsome Nicaraguan man, and he was a baseball player. And he went to a party one time. He was dating the ex-girlfriend of a gangster, right? A Latino, I think, some gang in the valley. Anyway, he was at this party. The guy was there. They got into a fight. Then the guy leaves, and then he stays at the party, and the guy came back and shot him in the back of the head in front of 60 people, and cops didn't do anything.
Why didn't you avenge poor Neville? Why didn't you find that guy?
The guy went to Mexico, is what we heard, and I was.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. One day maybe. I think
you should
that
go
guy's
down
already.
there.
I think we should go down there for a video.
Leo, this is your origin story.
This is my
avenging
calling,
this.
dude. I have to avenge Neville.
You got to start training in Hapkido.
I know
got
Hapkido,
to.
dude.
More than 2-3 classes. You're
Fez,
ready
I'm in
to
your
go.
class. It's only going to be his class because what I saw today changed me.
One thing that blew me away is that baseball players would fuck up a lot of fighters. And same with hockey guys. Like, these guys can actually fight.
Well,
Like,
the hip. I mean, the only thing that I could say, I've obviously never been in a fight, but I could say that the punch strength, like the whip kind of a really good right hand or left hand where you use the core, they know how to do it because swinging a bat has a lot of core and then whip. That's how you hit something really far. So they're big guys that are loose. They're flexible.
Hockey
Flexibility.
Players, it was hockey players and baseball players. They have that aggressive temperament.
That too,
Every
yeah.
other sport was gay. Like, basketball players can't fight.
You're good, Austin.
LeBron can't fight.
I would
hit
love
to
to
the
fight
head and
LeBron
they'll
James
die.
one-on-one.
You would love to fight LeBron
I would
James?
love to fight LeBron. I mean, it'd be
What are you
great for
doing?
my career.
It would. What would you do?
James,
What's the move? You're in. Let's set up the fight. He's got 14 members of his entourage that are all black.
Oh, that's cheating.
Well, and he's about to get in like on a fucking tour, like a bus that he just goes around on a fucking tour bus like thing. And he looks over at you.
At the back of the bus?
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
No. He's just on. He's got a bus. He's about to load 14 of his guys on. They're all black. They're wearing sunglasses, chains. You and Fez are hanging out, just sipping some Starbucks. And he looks over to you and he goes, "Hey, what's up, you fucking wimp?"
He looks over at me?
Yeah, he looks over at you and he goes, "What's up, you fucking wimp?"
Well, first of all, Fez wouldn't tolerate that. I think Fez would go after the first word and maybe throw him over his shoulder.
What makes you think
Not
he
me,
doesn't
buddy.
recognize
No.
as the Hapkido stand?
Yeah, no, he goes, whoa, he goes,
That one's
LeBron looks directly at Fez and he goes, "Wow, I can tell that you study Hapkido, so I'm not going to say this to you, but
that's
your
Mexican
friend-
Hapkido.
The friend that you're sitting across from is a bitch." And then and that's you.
Then I would defend Fez's honor, and I would basically, if I was in a fight with LeBron James,
Yeah.
I would do anything and everything I wanted to him. There is no universe, and I know I'm coming off cocky right now, but there is no universe in which LeBron James could do anything to me physically in a fight.
Yeah.
So
that's-
I mean, he's
that's
big.
It might look kind of gay if he's.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're going to grab his nuts.
if
You're
I-
going to bite his nuts.
No. I would put a finger near his asshole.
You got it.
Well, he might kind of he'll like that.
might.
But people have said LeBron can't fight at all. He's very weak.
I don't know if that's true. He looks quite muscular and large to me, and I'm
People-
sure he's rangy.
People are saying though.
But if people are saying that,
When
I will
I'm
prove
lying,
them
I say
right.
people are saying.
I will prove them right. I will get inside his range, and it might not look pretty again. I might have to pull a guard on LeBron James.
That's
But
okay.
I will pull him down into the spider web. I will pull him down into Shelob's lair,
Yeah.
and then he'll be in big trouble. He'll be in instant big trouble, and there's no universe in which LeBron James prevails in a one-on-one fight.
Arm lock. Did you break his arm? Do you
I'm
keep
going choke, dude. You know what?
Choke.
I might break his shooting arm, Leo.
That would be, I mean, that gets you more views, I think.
Like gangster shooting arm? Okay.
Yeah, that. What?
Three-point
Gangster. It's
shooting
also
is what I-
gangster.
LeBron's
Right-handed.
the black guy.
Yeah, he's the, a lot of people say.
Kobe is the greatest of all time. Rest in
Yeah.
I like, yeah, there we go. Rest in peace.
Who is there a white LeBron James?
Yeah.
In NBA, is that Steve Nash?
No, it was the tall, lanky
There is a
white
guy
guy
now.
on the Celtics.
His name's LeBron?
No. I thought that you just mean is there an equivalent of a LeBron white guy?
Well,
Well,
just
he
can't
moves
think of
like
his
a
name
white
right
guy.
now.
LeBron is a liberal, homosexual white man.
He's pretty
Like,
liberal, yeah.
You know, your
I know
type
he's
of
liberal.
comedy,
Yeah.
he would try and cancel you guys. for
100%. He'd hate
Yeah,
us.
he would hate us.
But he's a fucking dude. He sucks.
this. He's rich.
He tried
Yeah,
to.
he is rich. He's got to be good for like Nike. He's got to be good for, I don't know, yeah, Reebok, whatever he is.
You know
white guy.
who would love our comedy is Kobe.
Kobe would have.
Apparently,
Kobe
he was
would've.
very open to.
Because he
all
got
types-
canceled
He
once.
especially would have liked any rape jokes that happened. All the GHB shit. All the GHB riffs today, he would have been like, hell yeah, man.
And you know why I love Andrew Tate? He got a Bugatti to fuck mid. I know. I know some of your friends. I know some of his friends, right? You got
you
some
know,
hot chicks around you.
I'm
I
gonna-
know some of your
thank you,
friends,
bro. Thank you.
bro. Google the photos, right? And this is like people.
I kind of agree with that, man. Look, that's the truth. The girls that were like in the videos that like all the defending him, I was like, where's the 10?
Well, those are the good ones. That's the
And those
scary
are the
thing.
good ones, right.
That's the screening process ones, right?
Right.
But it's crazy because people are like, dude, like even this, they're like, you opened with attacking Andrew Tate, like you're obsessed with him. No, it gets me more money.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? I'm never gonna stop. All right. Joe Rogan,
That's
Dana,
right.
I'm gonna go after everyone.
Well, if Andrew Tate is a big guy, though, you're a fucking. You know, look, I'm everywhere I go, 99th percentile of guys in size. I'm 6'3", 240.
240.
240.
damn.
Yeah. You got the
so
legs. You can check them out.
You never get checked at the bar. Like,
Never.
nobody does. Yeah.
No, nobody checks me at the bar.
There's
Exactly.
this,
So
that
you've
240
never-
range is safe.
It's safe. You've never been checked at a bar either, right? You're just too big.
Well, I'm the loudmouth. I always get checked.
So you get into fights. I've seen that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you look at how many fights I've been in with my earpiece on, it's like almost 80% of them. That means I'm a good guy. Because that means I'm at the work, I'm doing security.
Sure.
It's not like I'm at a party, street fight. You know, I'm not doing that. It's not like I'm drunk fighting people, but, well, I'd be drunk and high at work. So, and women, where it's like, well, they are the passive principal. So they go, if things don't work out, I'll just go move in with him. He likes my ass.
I do.
If things don't work out for him, you
Nice
think
to
I'm
ask.
taking you in? No one's taking him in. So he's like you're like a rat in the maze. You have to find the million. So yeah, women could never have that. I need the million. They literally bro. If women fail in life, they just move into someone's house. If men fail, fentanyl, a bridge, and we kill ourselves.
You know, there has to be more. There should be more about men's mental health because there's a lot of guys out there that I hope there's a lot of fans of ours that are doing fentanyl. You mentioned that, and that is something that happens with a depressed male. You get into drugs, you do something like fentanyl.
And depression is so real. That red pill, SNEAKO, Andrew Tate, they all say depression. It doesn't exist.
So
these
it's
people
real.
are contributing to the problem, dude.
So what do you do about depression then? How do you get over depression? What's your advice on depression?
I believe it's spiritual illness where it's like, dude, if you make millions of dollars, dude, it's just a career. Like there's no meaning to it.
Right. So you could still. I mean, most rich people that I know personally, they're depressed.
Yeah, same.
You don't meet a lot of depressed Christians, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
they have
real
meaning.
Christians. That's so true.
The best athletes too. That's the
Yeah.
thing. If you look, especially in baseball and boxing, who they thinking first? It's always God.
Yeah, every athlete who's successful. It's not. We're not saying he's religious, but that symbol he's always got around his neck.
got
He's
it.
always fucking punching harder. And
Right here, baby.
It's because it keeps you humble when you know that you're not like the smartest, most powerful thing in the universe.
It just keeps you. It's almost like the alchemist. You're willing it into existence because you know someone's on your side. You know, you have that power.
I mean, really, it's
God's on your side.
God is easily proven with this. If God doesn't exist, Zherka can play Minecraft
base.
10 hours a day for his whole life, and it's not a waste. Whatever. No human on earth believes me playing Minecraft 10 hours a day for the rest of my life till I'm 90 years old, let's say. No human believes. Everyone would say, what happened to that guy? But Zherka getting people closer to Christ, they go, whoa, there's a spiritual component here. Again, the chemicals in your brain, if you're an atheist, you are admitting the love you have for your mom, just chemicals, dopamine. And I had an atheist on Dick Masterson's show. It was Dick Masterson's show. Dick said it. I said, you believe that? He said, yes, he bit the bullet. I said, so how much cocaine do you need to replace the dopamine for your mother's soul?
Oh shit!
And he said, I don't know a lot. And they choke. Dude, you can take any addict on earth. Fentanyl, they could be the most, I need it. They 40 years struggling, they're about to die. Hey, do you want your father reborn right now? They'll quit the drug right there. Because that's why they started the drug. They lost their father at a young age. There's a spiritual, when you tell me it's chemicals, do you think it's fun? I love my mom because of dopamine, the cocaine chemical. Like, what?
Nah,
That's got to be the dumbest position you could take. That's the, when you really think about, and what separates a beast, like a dog, from a human, it's only one thing. The question of one of those species, one of those asks the God question. And the dog doesn't, the dog, the pig, the donkey, fuck them all. Fuck you, PETA. Fuck you, vegans.
PETA kills a lot of animals.
They can, when the fucking beast, the animal, dog, whatever, when they look at a sunset, nothing. When you and I look at a sunset, memories, artwork, vision, inspiration.
Books.
And they want to tell me, oh, Zherka's just talking chemicals right now. Dude, these people are evil. And
there's a spirit in
You look
there.
at
It's
Alcoholics
God.
Anonymous.
It's God.
Look at Alcoholics Anonymous. Science. Oh, he's gonna kill himself. What? Alcoholics Anonymous, help him.
What antidepressants can we give him?
Don't. He's gonna kill himself. I don't want that burden. Should we give him the science, dude? Their first step, Alcoholics Anonymous, is go to church.
Go to church.
That's their first.
I love
submit to God. Alcoholics Anonymous.
12-step program is beautiful, and there's a big part of it that is God. It's God. And look, why?
It's the only part. Imagine science. Oh, he's about to kill himself. Give him God.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants the guilt of, I gave him the bad news. He killed himself. What if there is a God in Judgment Day? My dude, if the science people submit to God, how the fuck are you people not doing it? Are you stupid?
There's a lot of scientists that say evolution is very close to what the Bible says. There's a lot of science that says that is tied to the Bible. But I agree, man. I agree that God in your life is never going to hinder your soul. It's always going to be a plus.
They can print as much as they want, infinite. If he has $5 billion as a nice guy, and I have 1 billion, who has more money? Boom! I kill you. I have more money. The violent guy steals it. Who calls the
That's
cop?
what it is?
Who the calls the cops on a billionaire? Nobody. That's a billionaire. They have their island for their kids. The violent guy gets the money. You have 5 billion. I have 1 billion. So
that's
if you're
what it's
nice,
about.
you're dead.
Let's talk about a little bit about God then. Let's talk about when you converted to Christ.
Yeah.
How was that? What was that like?
It's probably the most satanic story of coming to God. Like, I obsessed over power on the streets so I could have some KO power and like, what drugs do I take to be a better fighter? I obsess over power. Women get me the drug dealers who get me the more wholesale drugs, which get me a bigger profit, and my bottom line goes up and I make more money, which means I have a better life. Obsessing over, I need women, I need this, power. When I got into politics, it was because I was getting canceled online, just popped off. I was always into politics, but not in the rabbit holes that deep. And I'm like, oh, look, the ruling class, like there's not that many things to watch on earth. Maybe a fucking Mike Tyson fighter.
Yeah.
They see you. Not that they're interested, but you can, if you're on the internet, they can see you. You get a couple million views. So I start panicking. I'm like, who rules me? I obsessed over the Federal Reserve and the Treasury, and it's like they can print as much money as they want. I had no idea. And I was like, why do Democrats and Republicans disagree on everything?
Right.
But they always agree on foreign wars.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck? Isn't that the
need
biggest one?
That
is the
true.
biggest part of politics. Why the fuck do they agree on the biggest chunk?
We got to go and fight some war, bro. Some
Even you
fucked
see,
up war.
AOC is like, yo, go to Ukraine. And
Right.
I was like,
come on,
what the
bro.
fuck? AOC, the fucking pacifist
I wish,
hippie.
dude, it'd be kind
It's always about making money.
Imagine
too, bro.
you and AOC on a
That's
stream.
completely wrong.
No?
That is completely wrong. Say that again.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Wars are not about making money, bro.
Zero.
You don't
Really?
think so? Like the ones that had to do with like oil.
All right, tell me
and
what
shit.
are the wars for then?
Nothing in this world is about capitalism. Capitalism is for us. The ruling class, none of it is about profit. They can print as much debt as they want. They can print. When they found out, hey, the nobles and the ruling class families, they're going to wait in line at airports with us because we're starting to pop off after World War II and, we're boosting our economy and stuff. They said, drive them into debt. We're not in the same class as them. So they drove us into debt, so we can't take flights every weekend to go Vegas and stuff like that. Because, bro, there was a time in America where everyone was fucking killing it. And, dude, everything they do is from printed money, meaning they can print as much as they want, infinite. If he has $5 billion as a nice guy, and I have 1 billion, who has more money? Boom! I fucking kill you, bitch! I have more money. The violent guy steals it. Who calls the
That's
cop?
what it is?
Who the fuck calls the cops on a billionaire? Nobody. That's a billionaire. They have their island for their kids. The violent guy gets the money. You have 5 billion. I have 1 billion.
So that's
if
what
you're
it's
nice,
about.
you're dead. He doesn't have 1,000 fucking lawyers for lawsuits. He's 1,000 bodyguards too. And even if it's a correct business, if you're a billionaire, it means you're like, I don't want to like get killed, but you're offing 1,000 people a year easily that are trying to get you from this guy. It's a rule by evil. At the top, it's not about who has the most money because that guy gets his fucking head cut off by people like the old me.
I see what you're
The
saying.
cheaters. I'm telling you, it's not about profit. It's a top-down control system. They don't give us Harry Potter because we love that book. It's not that good of a book, bro. they give it to us for certain reasons. They give cuties and this pedophilia shit.
Oh,
they
right,
push
like,
it on us.
Jurassic
So it's all
Park.
just
Do you really think
influence.
that? You remember cuties on Netflix?
Yeah, I remember
Was
Cuties
that
on
for
Netflix.
profit? You think that makes the most profit? I mean, you can make that argument that there's a lot of pedos, but really,
Just to push.
they don't
push.
push.
The narrative.
Let me tell you something. If I made a movie with James Cameron's budget on Avatar,
Yeah.
bro, give me that blue movie, Avatar.
Yeah.
Give me that fucking budget. Was it 100 billion?
Something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it was. Let's say 100 billion. Let's make it funny.
The fuck?
Dude, give me that budget and let me do the 7-headed dragon in Revelations of the Bible, and I will give you the highest viewed movie on earth because one sentence in the Bible inspires millions to be Christians. Imagine a visual movie. They're not allowed to do it in LA. It's illegal. The furthest they'll go is Mel Gibson whipping a Jewish guy, right?
Yeah, that was
They're-
crazy.
And that movie sucks, bro. That movie, there's no divinity in that movie. That doesn't inspire you. It's like a psychological operation. But there's a reason, bro. Nothing is about profit. That Hasan Piker opinion, which even right wingers, yeah, it's all about money. It's not all about money. If I can fucking jack it, I'll take his shit.
So what? It's just.
So
it's
so
just
tell
about
us. So
power.
when we're going to war with Ukraine, what's the war in Ukraine about in your opinion? Then
Again, Andrew Tate and all these guys who talk about power, they're all working together. They're all in on it. It's all no. Who's at the top? Psychopaths that rape and murder people and each other's wives. They act like mafia bosses. Let's say we're the
just truly evil.
Let's say we're the
That's what it
elites.
is.
We're the evil guys, right?
let's say we're the elites. Yeah.
All year we work together and do phony wars and stuff like that and all that. But how did we get to the top? By being the most deviant.
I mean, America has been. We've been murdering.
But I'm saying, let's say even if we weren't Americans, let's say we were from let's say we're ruling class, but we live on some Epstein Island. How did you and I become billionaire elites? We're the most deviant. We're willing.
deviant.
We're
We've been
cutting
stealing-
the most throats.
We've been taking money out of other people's pockets
Yeah.
and putting it in our own.
Well, no,
So-
no, I don't care about that part. I care about the part where you and we see, oh, he's a billionaire too. He's soft. Let's fucking cut his throat. And when a billionaire cuts another billionaire's throat with his team, do you really think the cops answer that call? Let me tell you something about the police. The head sheriff is a fucking Mason every time. But forget all that. Did you know that when I was head doorman, I swear to God, every time the police came in to check in on the murderers in my nightclubs, they took 45 minutes talking to the head doorman. Why? To give enough time for everyone with a murder felony in the VIP section to leave the back door through the dirty club owner. They have a system, and it's not that the police are like corrupt and evil. It's that these guys drive by the police officers' houses every morning when they're playing frisbee with their kids, and they literally say hi to them. The murderers that are fucking with
They got 'em in their
scare the
pocket.
fuck out of these
They
cops.
got 'em in their pocket,
Yeah,
yeah.
so when people say that cops are just evil, bro, when you work in clubs and you have enough status to where you see that the evil side of things, my dude, it's not about money. Literally, I would look at my shoe when the violent evil man walks in. That was my boss when I was a drug dealer. I'd look at my shoes. Everyone looked at their shoes because that guy was capable, and they're always the types that don't hire someone. Everyone's in the room. I'll do it myself. Imagine the boss at your corporation fucking strangling someone to death, doing it himself just to prove a point. Putin, all of them. Putin, boom, he will cut someone down.
What do you think
He
Putin
will-
has done in his life?
Putin and those KGB guys, right? Whether good or bad, whatever you think, he will cut someone down, a security officer he doesn't trust, in front of all the security detail, as in, after you get past my guards, I'm the last threat. Nobody want to fuck with someone. He's on an interview saying, handle security detail, you choose the team. You know what he's saying in that interview? Putin's saying, really, do everything yourself. As in, if you want a violent security team that you can trust, you have to be the wolf that's the most violent.
Yeah, makes
Who do you
sense.
think is at the top? You think is Bill Gates is just a nice guy? And what's crazy
Gotta
is
be cutthroat.
dude, good people don't become billionaires. They just don't have it in them. Good people really care about kids.
How many
bro.
people has Zuckerberg killed in your opinion?
I don't know. I don't know much about Zuckerberg, but I know that go look into any billionaire.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're plants that are put in that position that don't know anything about their craft. Like, do you really think Mark Zuckerberg knows the most about Facebook out of the 1,000 people that are there?
That run it?
No,
I
there's-
think that there's a guy. There's somebody under him that probably helped him get
Yeah.
to where he was. he developed kind of like he knew that it should have been something for dating, sort of. You know, it was kind of like a dating site, and he.
Well, no, let's be honest. When we say the internet made us the most free, we can go to this community, right wing, left wing. We could be, dude. The internet is the easiest way to spy on the public. This is clearly the greatest digital tool.
It's unbelievable.
Here's Hasan Piker's left-wing crowd. Here's
everything.
Zherka's right-wing crowd. They literally see every move you make. In the old days, they'd be like, yo, where is the town folk?
So true.
Oh, the town folk are in a barn with pitchforks. It only takes 2,000.
It was developed.
It only takes 2,000 to 3,000 fucking pitchfork people. 2,000 people. 3,000 people. That's all it takes to start a fucking revolution.
Yeah.
Dude, billionaires who have everything on earth. Dude, we got like 2,000 followers is easy for us. If you have a cult like 2,000, you can start a revolution and everyone's mind flips as soon as the revolution starts. But man, that's exactly why they pepper spray us when we have 500 people at a protest. Dude, that's why they get so afraid. People are like, the elites are they're so invincible. It takes 2,000 radicals to inspire the whole nation to say, fuck this shit. We're flipping this. And that's why it's such a bloody like revolution every single time. But that's why elites, when people say like, dude, they're too powerful, they're not afraid of us. Bro, you get 100 God-fearing protesters that are like for God, they literally start sweating because it happens within a night. Look at January 6th. That shit happens in a night.
Yeah, that
You
was
think
crazy.
That, the Capitol storming, you think a lot of it was like government plans? You know?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think it was all true.
I don't know
Trump
much about the
fans.
conspiracy theories
99%
about
yeah.
that, but you think it was
I
a
think
lot of
a
government?
lot.
There's a lot of footage
There are a
that
lot
you can
of
look at. I'm not
feds,
trying to
man.
hurt your channel.
It seemed no. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it seems. Look, there was some crazy shit. Just even the fact that
I mean,
shaman,
they spent all year burning down left-wing cities.
Yeah.
And then they
would
ignored
blame-
all that and
All right,
said mostly
All right, so
peaceful
we're-
protest.
Now, hey, Zherka, I mentioned this. I don't think we were rolling, but
No,
I
I'm
can
on
get
Molly.
you up.
I'm fucking sweaty, bro.
we're rolling, baby. Yeah, I see that. I see you're sweating. Are you actually on Molly right now?
Oh, if you see me in a bathrobe, we're going, bro. We're going.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, early grave.
No, why do you say that? Do you actually?
I feel like I'm jinxing it.
You're not gonna have it. I don't think so. I think you probably have like a renaissance where you become like a health freak one day.
I have fantasies of that. That's so weird.
It's gonna happen.
That's like us Chads, we have fantasies where we're like married and good guys.
Of course,
And
yeah.
they never come. We're just whores.
Yeah, that's right. We just continue f***ing whores, but the problem is like at some point we're like, because after you fuck a whore, sometimes don't you look in the mirror? Like I've been in many a hotel mirror looking at myself, think like in 3 a.m. when I'm taking a piss, and I go, "There's got to be more to life than this."
I've never slept with a woman I hook up with. I immediately go home.
Really? Right after?
Yeah.
I like the sleeping in your own bed is nice, but every now and then.
No. I'm not trying to look cool. Look at this. The shades are for the lights and the
Mm-hmm.
fucking dilated pupils. But check it out. I'm never the cool. I'm not Andrew Tate trying to look cool. I love cuddling that fucking
You do.
bitch.
You do.
I love cuddling. Even if I barely know her, but she's cool.
Right. Cuddling is
But
nice.
but the highest level game I ever was taught was that the most attractive thing a woman can see is one, you pulling your jeans up after you fucked her and leaving, or two, she wakes up and thinks it's a dream because you're not there anymore.
Wow.
You always get the text.
Wow.
But if she sees you there in the morning,
Right.
there's an unemployed energy around you.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now that I never thought of it that way, but that's
so
kind of
true.
genius. Because if you leave, you are going to get the
How are
text.
you understanding it? Because you and I can kind of do both and get away with.
Yeah, we can do both.
So how are
yes.
you? He's
But
like, wow, that's so
because-
profound.
Because
we
there's
can
been-
cuddle all day. Let's fucking
Yeah, we
go.
can cuddle all
Not
day.
us as homosexuals.
No,
I mean,
but us as tall men.
unless you're
But-
down.
Good, tall, good-looking guys. But no, I'll say this: I've done it enough where there has been a high-profile woman where I haven't gotten that text as fast because I think I stayed over. If I had left,
Well, I mean, and never wonder, shoulda, woulda, coulda. What if I did this?
Great
It'd be
point.
better because
Great point.
Carl Jung said there's no such things as coincidences, and the fools waste their times with. What if I did this with my ex-wife? Don't ever do that.
Wait, you love the idea that there are no such things as coincidences. I got that from a book, The Alchemist.
Oh, hey, let's go. That's
You like that
I
book?
forget- who wrote that?
Pablo Coelho.
Yeah, that was in grade 12. It was Big Sean, that rapper, who said it's that manifestation book and stuff.
Yeah.
There's something about that book that you start smiling more after it. I don't know what the
Dude.
fuck. And it's simple book. It's not.
Thank you.
They're
It's
gonna
a
think
simple
it's hard.
book. Thank
It's like-
you, boys.
It's not
this
a novel.
book is
It's
simple.
How would you describe it? It's not a novel. It's not
Kind of like
It's kind of your mind doing
guide.
this. The cogwheels start turning.
Yes, it basically describes a guy, like a young guy, and he wants to get some pussy in it, and he wants to get rich, and it shows you kind of how both happen.
Yeah.
How the fuck else would you? I mean, why not check that book out? And it's been around forever.
Sounds like a great book.
It's a great book.
When we say book, people are afraid because I don't want to get into
Immediately
it.
afraid.
You can fucking run through that book fast.
Easy.
And it's a fun read, right?
fun read. It's
Or
a fun
audiobook, bro.
Lazy Fox
Audiobook, that one.
man.
Audiobook, The Alchemist.
The greatest thing I ever did was quit music, listen to music for a year, unless I'm driving somewhere like to the gym or something, or maybe lifting weights. But when I quit music, switched to audiobooks, dude, you get so much fucking money.
I love
'Cause
that.
One book, if you read one fucking book,
One book.
no one on YouTube had the attention deficit. People go to the movie theaters. If you read one book,
Yes.
you have a monopoly on that information. If you package it in a PowerPoint presentation and become a YouTuber, if you package it as a YouTube video, millionaire instantly, because nobody, even if you tell them go read the book, they don't do it.
You're right. They never do. Now, I'm not a magnificent reader all the time, but I preach it. I've read
Audiobook, just audio.
You can even audiobook it. The guy that usually sits where you're at, Danny, huge reader. You're
and
very,
you've been
very
replaced. I'm here now.
right, dude. 100%. That's one of the.
You
That's
do
a great
audiobooks?
thing. I'm glad that you're doing. Of course, man.
I love them. And you know what's funny is, if you feel you're in a bullshit audiobook, it kind of becomes a comedy. Like if you know they're just lying to you and at this point you wasted 2 hours of your time, you start laughing at what they're trying to sell you, right? But I always said, I'm obsessed with power. So like why I got into drugs is I want to hit hard. I want to punch hard. I want to be safe. Power. Why I wanted women? Power. I want to be with the gangsters and stuff.
Do you believe the statement that you're the richest guy in the room's got the best pussy in the room?
Absolutely not.
Not.
Fuck no.
Hell no.
0%.
Bro,
Who's the richest guy in
You
the
could be
room?
homeless and get like crazy pussy, dude. I knew a lot of homeless guys.
No, but I'm
that
saying,
got
like,
more pussy
every
than
fucking
anybody.
What I'm saying
girl I-
philosophically,
dude.
Every fucking girl I fucked in a champagne lounge was hotter than Amber Rose. So suck my dick, Elon. Dude, you think billionaires are number one?
Clip that,
Get
dude.
the
What the
fuck out of here. Women,
Yeah.
at one point, the money, remember, women don't even see money how we see it. We see it as our power level. So if we're a millionaire, we go, dude, I have to keep working and sustain this Super Saiyan mode.
right?
But she sees it as a vacation couch, like she's material.
Right.
So at one point, it's just a fucking couch. More money just means it's the leathery couch. Like it doesn't more for her. For us, it's like he's got 42 million. We like numbers and stuff. But women at one point is like, think about it. Us two in a small yacht, having fun. We're live with 10,000 viewers, a bunch of bad bitches, and we're gonna take them around the Bahamas for 4 weeks. Would they ever go on a giant billionaire CEO boring ass yacht?
Probably not.
Even if it's popping, they won't
No,
go.
you're right. No, I think you.
They're
misun-
gonna stay with the
No, what I was
trinity
saying-
of status, network, and
No,
looks.
what I was saying is this: you're in a room with a bunch of billionaires. If you got the hottest chick in the room, aren't you the richest man? That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
that's what I'm
the
asking.
chick is the currency. Okay.
Now the Molly's wearing off.
Now the Molly's wearing off. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? That's
right.
what I'm asking.
100%.
That's the truth, right?
We went from 0% to 100%.
Yeah.
I can only do extremes.
dude. I
But
love
check this out. You know, women are so fucking stupid. There's clips of me on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and I was just sweating so much. I don't know why, but I was in Vegas, and I got that.
I sweat too because we're fucking 240, dog. It happens.
No, man.
People gotta understand.
Have you notice men who don't sweat a lot?
They're pussies.
They never get pussy.
They never get. If
you
you
know,
don't
like a
sweat,
They
motherfucker.
smell
you
like
ain't
a
getting-
woman. They smell
right.
so good.
If you don't sweat, you ain't getting pussy. Remember that. You
All right,
learned
well,
that.
Any
in-
girl
I
who's
sweat like a
anytime you
fucking
hear a girl go, damn, you need a
Sasquatch.
shower. That bitch never leaves that guy alone.
That oh my.
Have you noticed
Oh
that
my
shit?
god.
Women are disgusting. If a girl,
Oh my God! Has only
Yeah.
in my life that women that have ever said I smelled like shit. Fuck me,
bro, they start shaving your back and plucking you and
Dude.
making you their Barbie doll, and they sit down and they
true.
go, "I can help you here. I
very
can do
true.
this. I can do that." And then, man, and they're so. I had one peel the skin and on vacations. Loves to peel the skin off me. I'm like, yo, women are disgusting. You know,
They love that shit. They
There's
want to
no
be like like it's almost like in the animal kingdom when one ape is getting the lice off the other one.
Easy now, careful
You know?
here.
Yeah, let's not get you going anywhere in that direction. But yeah, dude.
Potassium.
But either way, I do love the fit, though. I have to say, I'm a big Versace fan because it's the
douche-maxing.
flashiest guy. It's the flashiest.
Shit, you would
You
wear
like
Leo.
this?
I like Versace. I think it looks like dope on you. Yeah.
I think this looks like gay as fuck.
Well, I mean,
I'm doing it to get 10 million views.
well, yes, but it's
This is the
peacock.
gayest shit
I'm not, okay. When I say something
Leo
looks
wears
good,
that same
Leo would
stuff,
wear
though,
that.
to
no,
get
I do wear the same. The thing is, what you wear,
Fur
that's going to get you
coats.
pussy, correct? If you go out in the world wearing that, it's going to get you more pussy.
Well-
That's the only way I look at clothes. I don't look at it at like. Maybe I would probably dress like a. I would if I really thought that I wanted to like just look good for myself every day. Probably like a lumberjack, you know, just a fucking normal shirt.
When you
and
go
some boots.
towards your nature, if you look rough,
yeah.
wear plaid. She's sucking dick.
Yeah, I know.
When you
Plaid's
go
great.
towards your archetype, they
gotta go-
love you.
You got to towards the icon.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Do you have something when a guy asks you about fashion, you're gonna help guys get pussy. There's something to it, right?
Well, I think, let's say you want to pick up women, the craziest thing, it was a polarity thing. I realized we had one friend say, we're all tall, good looking, athletic. We're wearing black hoodies. We're all drug dealers.
Mm-hmm.
We are dressed like drug dealers. We get a bunch of bitches. We could get better. I had one of this Saudi friend I had. He was like our leader. He said, tomorrow everyone's semi-formal, meaning we had to dress like Bill Gates. So Zherka
That's kinda dope.
has to wear a dress shirt with a collar,
like
but
that.
a sweater over it. And I was like, this is the gayest shit ever. We had to wear formal watches, not crazy watches, and all this. And we're like gangsters, so we had to listen to this guy.
Sure.
Never got more pussy in my life.
There we go.
I've never been approached
There
that much
we go.
with dress pants and tall pointy.
Of course, bro.
When you look aggressive, scary, tatted, but you dress clean,
Oh,
she's exploding.
It's like the soccer
It's the
coach on the
hot and
sidelines.
cold.
It's like that. It's like the fucking European soccer coaches on the sidelines, dude. They got like David Beckham. He's got
was just gonna
tattoos
say
up
that
here,
shit, bro.
but he's
That's a
wearing
good
a
look.
suit.
David Beckham got to be a 10.
He's still
Because
50,
he's
and he's
fierce.
50, and he's still pimping it.
Oh, he
You got to
is.
look at those guys; they're still pimping at 50. What are they doing? Figure it out. But I'll say that, dude, we've done something with Danny on the channel that I think you would be interested in. We've done a lot of videos where all we do is wear a fur coat. Two fur coat. Dude, do you know what kind of attention you
What kind
would
of
get?
fur? When
Any
you
a
say
shitty
fur,
fur
what am I
coat,
thinking of?
like a shitty, like
Big
fake
as fuck,
fur,
though.
like a big fur coat.
I've noticed
Pimp
if
shit.
you've got
Pimp shit.
game or not even game, maybe comedy. And,
Comedy, yeah.
Which comedy really, it's
Comedy
funny.
is
If
game?
yeah, it is.
Is comedy game?
I think they're separate because I've seen guys who have comedy but no game.
That's-
when she's drunk, they can fuck.
That's
I
a
said that's
great
evil.
point.
That's
Like that fat guy,
Yeah, that
dude.
fat guy.
When she
But if
like,
there's
he'll
no
take a
liquor,
drunk
we're
home.
taking that bitch.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
But actually, what's funny is you need game because when the fat guy's funny,
He could
when
take
the
you,
Chad
take your
is
bitch.
funny,
That's- it's
now the
over.
game changed. That's why a lot of people get depressed. They make 100 million on crypto or NFTs, and they try and get the hot Instagram girl. Bro, your competition is Logan Paul now.
Yeah,
that
he's a
girl
funny-
doesn't want the nerd with 100 million.
Nah.
She's running to Logan's house because it's like more athletic.
He's a
Chad.
jacked Chad who is funny. Yeah, he's a funny guy. Yeah.
So as soon as people get money, their standards go up in the woman.
Yeah.
But those women are already playing with millionaires who have biceps. You're fucked.
Yep.
So
Wow. We're talking about like this is great because I've never thought of it. I mean, you're thinking a game from so many.
well,
you're
no,
thinking-
no,
you're
no, no,
thinking
no.
about
I'm not a
getting-
nerd. I'm not a nerd. I spent 5 years staring at people at clubs.
Oh, So you learned from human, bro. You could really
I try
be a
to save
comic.
money.
You
How
could
do I
be a
save-
comic. You could be a stand-up comic, bro.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
save you,
You know
because
the one-
once you get that drug, you ain't gonna need real drugs. Once you're on stage getting that drug, you might not
heard
need.
Why not
dopamine
both?
is
Might not. Well, both is great, and that's a lot of comics, including Robin Williams, who probably he did so much coke, bro, that I think that's why he had early onset dementia.
It's hard for me to swallow that because, dude, there was these 4 comedians who were so angry at me in Miami. I forget their names, but they're like, we've never bombed harder than taking Zherka's advice because he keeps talking about coke, and apparently comedians drink. They don't do coke.
Nah, that's not
and
true.
they said
They
coke
do
makes
coke.
you aggressive,
Nah,
so they don't.
bro.
You know what he
I've
said to me?
seen big comics that are famous in. I'm not even in
Every
a big
comic
place.
I met hates cocaine.
That's not true, bro.
I gotta stay in LA.
In
You're
LA,
in the
dog.
wrong
LA
comics.
comics, bro. I've seen a huge comic who was on a huge show. And I'm in like a mediocre club. I'm in the beginning of my comedy career, and he just came and he was like a big guest.
Say the name. Fuck it. Let's go viral. Come on, he can sue you.
I saw, dude, we got
Dave Chappelle is a fucking joke.
doing coke. No, but yeah, seriously, you'll see some guys doing coke, and it was definitely the guy from The Office, the black guy. What is his name?
Whoa, you're actually saying?
I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. Why not? dude?
Stanley.
It's not Stanley.
Yeah, you're
dog.
getting
It's
me
a fucking-
sued, bro.
No. Let's not say it. Let's not say it.
The guy from Opta.
You see that?
Yeah, let's not say it. I didn't say the name. Who knows?
You see what you just did? I was like, you're getting me sued. He's like, got you.
You're
No,
not.
don't say the name.
No, we're not gonna say the name.
I
We never
just
said the
started.
name, so who knows who it was? We can get you some more champagne. Can you go
How
downstairs?
about some blow?
Next, well, let's take a
is it
break.
okay?
Actually, time out. Take
Yeah,
a
we
break.
can take a break.
This has been a nice pod so far, my friend. Let's cheers some more. We've poured some new champagne. We got you some cheap. We're bringing out the cabinets for you, man. Bringing out some champagne.
I had no idea. I'm a wine guy, but this is better, bro. I'm switching.
Oh,
Is this
I've-
expensive shit?
No, dude, it's shitty
No,
champagne.
say
It-
come on, say
Oh,
it.
you know what?
We're
Hey,
fucking doing.
Bro, we balled
We're
it.
gangsters, bro.
I'll tell you what, the champagne is glorious, though. I
Moet,
do, yeah. Some good champagne. It kind of puts you in a good mood, man.
Champagne exposes women's IQ because if you get an expensive bottle and pour some cheap shit in there, bro, you're like a billionaire in her eyes. She's fucking, you know. But I,
like
swear, you and I, we can taste the difference. Have you ever had cheap wine? It does taste different.
Of course, yeah. It's got more like more of the fake shit in there, more sugar.
Yo,
guys been
speaking
wine
of fake
tasting?
shit, why I think status is the most important to focus on, like getting a follow. Let's say you get 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
Dude, when you have status, oh, you're that YouTuber and stuff. You can wear fake Gucci head to toe, and nobody
said
will
shit.
ever call you out. That's
right.
No girl will ever think it's fake. And
Yep.
the craziest part is, if they do call it out, who cares?
Yeah.
I still got
Now,
100,000
I,
followers, bitch.
That's right. Now, I've been known to put on some crazy shit on this pod, and it's always, I have a Fashion Nova is my go-to because it's, you can buy
that
a
for
full-
men too?
Yeah, it's for men too, Doug. So they got
thought-
like full fits.
Yeah, they
and
got
the
men's
thing
shit.
about what you're
Yeah.
going to like that I'm going to say about Fashion Nova for you is this. They got sizes for giants like us because they're catered to the black dudes. So the only guys that are,
Fire.
you know what I'm saying, that have the 40 waist, but they're still jacked.
And it's
so
drip.
so Fashion Nova has like our size. So I get a lot of shit that everybody's always like, is this Gucci? Is this fucking Versace? And it's just like, it's $12 on Fashion
Yeah,
Nova. Dog.
there's this thing with fashion. Let's say you got long arms and stuff. If you go to those custom type shops that make it look like it's made for you,
Yeah.
you look $100 million better than getting a brand.
Yeah.
There's that men's tall. I don't want to promote these websites that don't pay me, but
Yeah.
bro, when it's fit to your body, you look like a true millionaire, not just a dude wearing Gucci.
Nobody knows what
That's
it's
what
like.
the Tate brothers say too.
The Tate
Yeah, that's
brothers,
a great advice.
But the first thing they say is to get in shape, right? I mean, what do you think? What do you say to the kids out there that don't work out? Like, what do you think about that?
I think that a human that does not stress their central nervous system with physical activity every day can never achieve baseline happiness, no matter how much money you throw at them. I really don't think fat dudes who are
true.
rich, honey, I'm gonna fuck you. I don't
Right.
think that they're even close.
Working out's like therapy as well, you know?
And
So
there's something about when
it's therapeutic.
there's something,
Fuck you, yeah.
and I'm not saying get
yeah.
ripped and stuff. I'm saying breathing.
Come on, bro.
When you're
Breathe,
breathing again, you're walking upstairs and stuff.
Yeah.
And dude, I've been fat. I've been everything. But
Me too.
when you're breathing good, that pussy's great.
Let's
You're
fucking
Doing a
go.
sport, you know,
Yeah, I mean, just the
anything.
fact that you got to remember your cock needs like a good amount of blood in there to
And-
really be rock hard.
When you're fit, food tastes again. You can taste it again.
You can taste food.
When you're
Dude,
fat,
everything
you
is
can't
better.
taste food. Cake doesn't taste like cake.
Yeah.
Pizza tastes like, what is this? But when you are ripped and you know you avoided some of that stuff. And remember, it's like I really don't believe in that like hardcore dieting because one thing nobody talks about the fitness world and the psychological effects. If you go on an extreme diet, the yo-yos, right? It's a psychological trauma. Meaning, if you go 2 months dieting, you will do 2 months minimum just to get psychologically healthy again of overeating. Because your body goes, you took it away for 2 months. Now it hypercompensates. And there's a freak aspect of you like, oh, I might diet again. You get fatter. That's why when they say lifestyle, they mean you have to be able to do it for a year straight.
Now, look, we've had our own battles with John Anthony Lifestyle, by the way, John Zherka. I've seen your
Guys,
tweets.
have you seen?
He offered us
Oh my God.
100,000 to like have a game off Like where we go and see who gets more
Did
pussy.
he offer us 100K?
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he wanted to put up. Yeah, he wanted us to put up 100K, dude.
Hey, whoa! That's bullying. Have you seen his clips?
They were viciously bad, dude.
There's levels of. I love cringe. I love cringe.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I was
like
actually
cringe.
gonna watch his.
I think they're
Did you see the one where he said 5 points? Whoa, what the fuck? And how come the whole red pill community hates him so much? Does he just attack everyone?
I think he
attacked
attacks
us.
everyone.
I thought it was
I
hilarious.
think they all
Actually,
owe him money. I think that's why they all hate him, man.
Dude, we had a guy who owed him, who gave him like $4,000 on our pod. This guy, King Croc, he gave him $4,000, and he was
what?
in for
personal coaching, man.
For,
Email
you're
access.
gonna do.
People actually pay him?
Yeah,
That's
a
how he
lot. I
makes
think he
his
makes
money.
good money, dude. He's in Brazil, dude. Chilling. But yeah, I mean, in the pickup community, I think, are you going to be selling your own kind of ideas and stuff? I
already do have
You
a
already
course.
do.
That's the only way I make money.
Hell yeah.
So that already came out, and it's crazy to me because when I watched that guy's pickup, I don't know if I want to like attack him on your platform, but
He's already attacked us.
He attacked
okay,
us. So
I'll just say it.
Yeah.
All right. I already know that he's broke. He doesn't make money. I know a lot about my enemies, right? Or enemy.
You got to be. Yeah, you got to.
He's a fraud. Like 100% fraud. Like he doesn't know what he's doing with women at all.
Well, let's let Fez be the judge of that. Can you pull up some infield footage of John Anthony, Austin?
Did you see the one where he's drunk and he's like can't get up?
Dude, we watched last time. We watched one where it was like a festival or something, and he was getting like a lot of girls' numbers, like trying to.
Leo, I say you because I'm not a good-looking enough guy to overcome some butterflies, maybe. If I go out head-to-head with John Anthony on the wrong day, there's a chance just the dice doesn't roll my way and I lose. An unlikely chance, let's be honest.
Unlikely.
But you, that's $100,000 in your bank account. Pretty much guaranteed. Unless what John said is true.
I think both of you would destroy him, especially if you did a follow-up where can you meet the girl after you get the number?
Yes.
That follow-up, he would never do that part because he's never once ever proven that he gets women.
I think
he goes for drunk people, gets them so uncomfortable that they just take the number and fuck off. That's what they do. He's a fucking amateur, and he's all angry that I got rich off my dating course. My dating course talks about psychosexual theory of Sigmund Freud.
Wow, nice.
His dating program is literally, I like your blouse. Like he's like, you got to be nice to the girl. Like that's what he teaches. It's fucking hilarious.
Your infield, his infield is just a selfie with a hot ass chick on Twitter, and it's just like they're already going to be hooking up more than likely.
Well, let's try this. Let's run some infield footage from both men by Fez. And I want to see which one Fez grabbed. Because honestly, Fez right here, he is the perfect unswayed candidate for a pickup course.
This is true.
He looks like the type of guy who would buy John's course, John Anthony's course. He would get duped.
Dude, John Anthony, that the 2K right there. I see a big 2 above
And
his.
it's perfect too because Fez here, he subsists off government assistance.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have an emotional connection to the money. And therefore it's nothing for him to blow 2K on a course.
See, the funny guys get all the girls. That guy wouldn't hang. That guy is cringe as hell.
Humor's good, man.
You know,
I'm so glad you brought him up, though.
You know what? I kind of got John Anthony's back. I like that he attacked us viciously with 2 videos.
Yeah.
It's something about that is endearing. He just doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't give a fuck.
Have you seen his conversion rate? Like when he attacks you guys, he's supposed to take your fans. Literally, they just shit on him. In the fucking comments, they just shit on him.
The comments were really entertaining.
Well, again, we're going to pull up some infield footage from John Anthony, and our very own Fez is going to give us his first impression.
This is the pickup fucking podcast today, dude. We're gonna get somewhere with this.
Do it, boys.
All right, this is John Anthony lifestyle.
And he looks like a pug, which is so funny. He looks like a bulldog. So I guess if he gets one number, it's equal to 1,000 of yours. He's doing it with a dog face. The ugliest motherfucker on earth. His parents
Here we go. He's plugging the social media. He's got some nice graphics to open his infield video. Here he is.
That's fucked up.
Pickup. And today we're going to cover the topic of taking a girl home in the first 2 hours of the night. Okay?
Oh.
Now we have other coaches out there. RSD Julian, Valentino Cohen, Alex RSD, who later became Alex Social and the 4-Week Natural, that say the first half of the night doesn't
Look how
count,
nervous he
or
is. Just
you can't
look at
pull
the
a girl
gulping
first half of
and
the
the.
night, so don't bother trying.
He's nervous and there's no woman in the room.
I pull in the first half of the
blinds.
night,
Is he in
those
the
who don't know
basement of a
please
government
take
building?
a girl home. I pull a girl in the
He
first
looks
half
like
of the night
he used
as
to be a
much, if
woman
not
in
more,
transition.
than
Like
the
he's got
second half
soft
of the night.
features.
Okay?
I didn't think
So
it was
real
gonna be
quick,
this
I'm
much
gonna
of a
reference those
roast, but,
clips
it's pretty
that I
fun,
was
dude.
speaking about with
You know what he reminds me of?
Alex.
He's like the school who goes,
okay?
fuck it, I'll take the abuse. I'm not
You
going to
guys
do
are-
it. Looks like the good
never
school.
popped. He never
He's a
cracked, yeah.
Ineffective school shooter. Yeah.
He didn't quite crack.
I don't know if I could take his commentary on his infield. I feel like we have to get uncommented on infield footage from John
All
Anthony.
right, give me 2 seconds.
He's got a talking head box pulled up.
You got it. Just search up John Anthony cringe and then watch the one where he. There's so much shit that pops up. So one of my fans jumped in a call and called him a red pill reject, and he got so humiliated.
That is so funny.
I can't because nobody knows who this guy is. So when you guys brought him up, I'm like, yo, this is niche of the niche.
We think it's just funny, right? I mean, his existence is.
Oh, this guy gets me a shit ton of views, but my team says he's gonna jump off a building. Don't make fun of him.
Oh, shit.
So I keep thinking he's one of those guys.
You know,
and he fucks trans.
Oh,
well, good for him. Good for him. It's fashionable to do.
They're
so
probably
these
hot
days.
because he was in Brazil, so they're probably the hottest trans there are.
We're having trouble finding some infield footage.
They're all like his own breakdown of his own game.
Yeah, that's
Smart. He's honestly
No,
improved.
just here. Search up John Anthony cringe, and look at the first guy who's critiquing him.
Okay.
He goes, yeah, the first guy. This is his infield getting shit on by this kid, but it has all the footage that he's like trying to hide from the world.
I broke down this breakdown. Let's do it. Not a collab. Don't say collab. Okay, here we go.
He likes to bury these videos. So out of all of his failure, he chose this video to
Basically just build
upload.
this bubble. I'm treating her like she's an old friend.
Go way to the beginning.
Existing fuck buddy.
That's a good story.
Or,
we don't have.
oh no, go a quarter in. Yes, right there.
All right,
Blue eyes. So I just want to say hi.
Fez, pay attention.
No, I am trying to figure out where the fuck I need to go.
You're like hiding from the police. You're like,
Okay, well, I actually did just jump a turnstile.
All right, so she's like,
Maybe don't mention the
like
police
taking
right on the bat, but okay, Joe.
and then I said, oh, you're hiding from the police, haha. Okay, and she said, oh, I did just jump a turnstile. Okay, in the New York City subway station, they have turnstiles. She didn't have the fare apparently, and jumped.
Okay, yeah, we got it.
I like how he just literally breaks down the exchange.
Look how nervous and rattled he is.
fucking awesome. 10 points.
Okay, it wasn't my
10 points.
Like he chooses to put this video out there. Again, not much has happened yet. 10 points to Gryffindor.
You should buy his course.
Fez is already sold, dog. He's sold already.
all the money I can pay for it.
Saying the thing didn't work. She wanted to pay, but she just jumped it because the machine wasn't working.
But it was.
Thank you
Wait,
for
you made the
that.
conscious decision to like.
Wait, press pause real quick. This is like, hey Leo, how was your weekend?
It's good, man.
So what happened right there was I asked Leo how his weekend was, which the weekend is Saturday and Sunday. He said it was good, which means he had a good time.
Sometimes you could play frisbee on the weekend.
Sometimes you can, but you could also, John, you could also go to the beach.
It's for his retard fans. That's why he's doing it.
Well, no, I think it's okay to stop and clarify everything
Dude,
every now
King
and then.
Croc, it's okay that he watched. I think.
So I'm standing on cobblestone.
dude.
And cobblestone is different from any other levels of surface. There could
Anybody
be
doing
concrete.
There's a rock in my shoe here.
That could be very uncomfortable.
All right, continue.
Did you get a running start?
I'm a little bit drunk.
I am too.
And she's like,
Yeah, I can't do this, bro. Fuck.
Hey, I love John Anthony.
Dude, he's the man, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Like, yeah, we gotta keep watching. We gotta keep
I want
watching.
to hire him.
and I'm like, I am too. I used to drink when I would do day game as well.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, let me tell you something.
All right, implementing physicality. We're 30.
He just met this woman and asked for the "Where's my hug?" You're a pickup artist and you're doing the "Where's my hug" routine. The fuck?
Okay, wait, let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
I
You
can't
ever pull
watch
that one with a
this
girl? Hey, let me tell you something real fast. Just fucking bear hug him.
I have drank like 6 drinks so far.
Okay.
I was just at like a social gathering. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna be like really good friends.
Okay.
I'm
All right, now I'm setting frames. Okay, we're gonna be really
Pause,
good friends.
pause. Fuck his fucking lie. This ugly dog-looking human, actually the most disgust. That's actually a woman that transitioned to a man. Look how soft the features are, and look at Leo. Look at the beard. That's like how women grow hair. The peach fuzz, disgusting. Look at his fucking. He's at 48% body fat.
Just to
and he
avoid
takes steroids.
any potential legal responsibility on our part, I'm gonna say that John Anthony is all man.
I'll take.
I respect
Come
your...
to my channel if you think he's mentally ill. Come sue me. But now check it out. What I was gonna say is he's trying to say, "Oh, I'm implementing frame and stuff." Let's give real value and real good advice. The number one thing you should monitor when talking to your crush or a girl you want is talking slower. When you're nervous, you talk faster, and she picks up on that, and then she makes it extra embarrassing for you. he's like speed running the cringe. And this is like, to me, it's so weird that when he's giving us advice, he won't mention, well, what I did wrong was I'm talking too fast and blah, blah, blah. He won't give them the advice. He's talking about I'm holding frame, and he's trying to show you the good stuff he's doing.
Right. If it worked out in the end, if he did have an honest approach, that would still be really interesting and beneficial for people. Even if it worked out in the end, if he does get the girl's number.
But I always say, Leo, like there's no point in getting numbers and accumulating trauma with women, because it makes you a worse player over time. Same with, there's no point in fucking a lot of women, because then what's really happening is, let's say when I was like a bodybuilder, I didn't have my own place. So I'd fuck a lot of women, but I wouldn't be able to sustain them because I was broke.
Me too.
And so what happens when you can't sustain a woman? You lose them to a dude who can.
Yeah.
So you actually take 6 months to heal from that trauma because that was your crush. That you only have one crush.
Binge eating,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So I'm like, there's no point in being a player if you can't sustain the women, because you're becoming a worse player over time, and there's more like inhibition, right?
Guys, he's going to subscribe to John Anthony Live. You already sold him the course.
I'm gonna subscribe.
He's going to subscribe to it.
Well, let the video play. We got to watch that video.
Oh, there's more to watch. Yeah.
I really
There's
want to
more
see you do
cringe.
Hopkita. We're coming back to that, but let's watch some more John Anthony.
because it was really
I
entertaining.
can't believe
Pickup
he
artist-
attacked you guys. Why? Why you guys?
Oh, I don't know.
You guys are not like red pill market, are you?
Not really. No, I wouldn't say.
Why'd he come after us?
Yeah, doesn't he go after like dating coaches?
Well, it was because our buddy like
Yeah.
owed him money, and we were kind of like talking about it. Like, yo, why do you owe this guy money?
He owes him rent.
He bought a lot of his courses, man.
I heard his courses, the pages don't even load. Someone did a review. It's like bug.
Well, I can tell you, our friend used to have this move that he learned from John Anthony, which was he would go up to girls and say, "Can I meet you real quick?" And then try to shake their hand and get the conversation going.
What do you think about that, Jordan?
Don't buy my course.
If you like that move, don't buy your course.
Let's play, dude.
A little bit of a nervous breakdown.
Can I propose something like totally fucking crazy?
Okay.
Just met this girl, dude. This fucking. Can I tell you something fucking crazy right now? Let me get in there. Give me a little look at that ear.
I don't hate him touching her a little bit. I don't hate that.
Persuasion, which is the follow-up book to
I
Influence
bet
by
you would do
Robert
that.
Get in the
Danny.
hands of
Cialdini. He basically
You see, what I was doing there was I was mind raping her. I was manipulating her. Is
Here,
what I
pause.
was doing.
now
See, I've never taught this for 5 years full time as a bouncer. I said you never break touch barrier unless her eyes closed laughing. Ha ha ha! That's when I break touch barrier, only on a laugh. I've never broken touch barrier doing that. And it doesn't even make sense. It's like, why would you escalate the position?
What
if-
she's got a nice set of cans, John, and you want to squeeze.
I mean, breaking the law is bad. Breaking the law is bad.
That's
but
true.
I have looked at tits and I've been like this, and then I've been like, can I? And then they go, fine. And then I grab them. Super creepy. I don't teach this.
No,
but sometimes
it's happened.
That's a
Sometimes
black belt level move.
that's a hoe. If she's
We
a
all
hoe.
can we all agree that every now and then we've been creepy? I mean, I've been.
By the way, being creepy is fucking awesome.
If it works,
If you're
out,
getting away with it, it's fucking awesome.
it works out.
I mean, fucking being creepy is like, I mean, it's like anything. When you played baseball, sometimes you foul out.
Do you guys date 18-year-old girls, or it's too?
I mean,
it's bad.
I'm
feel
not
like everyone in LA
currently
says no.
dating 18-year-olds,
No.
but I mean,
Could you do it right now?
I doubt it. I mean,
Why?
I doubt I could date an 18-year-old seriously, just because the level of conversation would be sort of
It
like,
would be like YouTube.
hey, Harry Styles wore this really cute outfit when he performed his tour in South Florida.
That's what's gotten tough. I'm definitely too. It feels like I'm too old for an 18, 19-year-old now.
I
but-
swear to God, I only do it for the views. If I wasn't a YouTuber, if I had an office job, I don't want to hear about fucking Harry Styles.
I mean,
Right.
DiCaprio was with one last year.
But yeah, the thing is, if an 18-year-old, I don't know, if the situation was right where an 18-year-old was like, hi, can I give you my number? I'm a student at UCLA. Yeah, I would fucking hang out with an 18-year-old
No,
chick.
I'm talking about she's on rollerblades. 18.
With pigtails? With pigtails. And
Yeah,
she,
I'm talking
she's
about-
18, though.
No, I'm
She's
talking-
got
I would
pigtails.
assume
She
that
has
was
a
some sort of
lollipop.
Why
trap.
can Leonardo
Okay.
DiCaprio bang 118-year-olds
No one
and everyone
cares.
just giggles? And then a
Yeah.
YouTuber says he dates 18-year-olds and everyone freaks out and put me on drama alerts.
True, man. It's
Yeah,
bullshit.
I would say if a girl skated by with a lollipop and pigtails saying, I'm 18, I would be like, where's the FBI van? I'm
You're
going
a
the other way.
bouncer. You'd be like, where's the ID?
I would ask for the ID. That's right. And then
And
I
then they
would,
give you a holographic Charizard type of ID.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like, this shit's legit. it
We're
looks like
talking
we grew
about
up-
guys you have a relationship with. Then what's up with SNEAKO? Was a guy that a lot of people wanted on our pod too, but never happened.
Have you met him?
I haven't met him. What is your relationship with SNEAKO? What's that? What's up with that?
Yeah, I met him through Arab, again, the YouTuber. And we hit it off because when he was getting banned, all those red pill right-wing channels, you got to go to Alex Jones, you got to go to Zherka. And he's like, who's Zherka? They all start going, since you're banned, you have to stay with the weirdos in school.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's how he found out about me. And he'd shut me out. He didn't know who I was. He's like, shout out Zherka, everyone who's been perma-banned off everything and shit. You know, and then I recovered, and man, that took a long time. But that's how he found out about me. And then we didn't click. We were just like goofing off on a YouTube video. But he turned to me and he said, I've never in my life seen a YouTuber do what you just did. I said, what? He said, dude, there's millions of channels who get millions of dollars, but they're all fake channels. They're all fake. You went up to two perfect looking blondes in 6 seconds, pushed them down to their knees and got the photo on their numbers and partied them. Who are you? I said, I'm a cool kid. I said I was just fucking, I was fucking failing. I was like, my channel's dead. And he looked at my shit and he's like, oh, you suck at the internet, YouTube, Twitch. He's like, you're all of this energy, but what he was really saying is get a team to do it for you. You just do the content, right? That's what he was trying to say. And then he was calling me lazy for months later because he's like, Zherka has lightning, but he can't shoot it. Because really, it's like, I won't ever DM you guys to come here. Someone has to do that for me.
For sure, yeah.
And they have to show me the channel and stuff. So I'm thinking to myself, like, what does SNEAKO know? And I start failing for a couple more months. But man, this guy, he's so fucking good at staying on the internet for 10 years. You know how hard that is to do? I mean, I keep falling off on, I'm like that. He's so good at just being at the top of the wave. And in a way where it's like, dude, if you have followers from 10 years ago and new guys, but they're all meshing together, that's impossible. There's YouTubers.
It's hard, yeah.
There's most YouTubers, their audience switches every year.
Yeah.
I call them fucking losers. My audience, the guys who started with me day one, they
That's how our channel is.
They're like, you know those guys who are like the
day ones, baby.
Yeah, day ones. Let's go, baby. Yeah. But you remember those crazy guys who are like the end is near? They have those signs. That core audience I have is freaking out right now because they're really screaming, I was with him at 1,000 viewers when he was a nobody for fucking 3 years. They're screaming, I was right. And I want to find them. I'm like, yes, you're right. I am the shit. I have 100 million fucking views on TikTok in 2 weeks. No one ever done that.
That's crazy.
And banned, shadow banned, and I'm the fastest growing shadow banned channel on Earth.
Hey, when I clicked the video for you and Bradley, it said, hey, this is like whatever, I forgot what it said, but it was age restricted,
Yeah,
and it's still at 1 million. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was great. I imagine without the age restriction, that would fucking crack.
Would have been crazy.
But again, the age restriction, that's the one time that I didn't blame YouTube. Because it was kind of like a little too much detail for some of like my past. Sometimes I forget. When I meet a 14-year-old, Zherka, I go, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking know about steroids? And I don't want him to know all that.
Yeah.
But that's why I tell the stories of me overdosing because they go, whoa. No, when people hear my story, they go, oh, shit.
You've overdosed?
Twice.
On what?
Performance-enhancing drugs for bodybuilding contests.
All right. And what did you do? Like, what was the overdose? Passed out because you were just
no, I cooked at the highest temperature on Earth, which is like, I guess I've never done psychedelics, but it was a psychedelic hell for like the longest time. And the next one was, do you ever get a leg cramp?
Yeah.
It's like the worst thing for 4 seconds. Mm-hmm. I had that for 48 hours on every major muscle group on my body. So I had
what?
Shit,
steroids, dehydration, fat burners. I'm not trying to do that again, but I'm not trying to hurt your channel. But the point is like I experienced the highest level of pain, hell, for 48 hours, and the highest temperature on Earth. So then I went to the Bible because hell started looking very real. Because I kept asking people, did this happen to you? every single steroid guy who talks about side effects, they talk about pimples. They don't talk about, I'm going hypo. Yo, give me sugar.
Right.
Zherka needs orange juice. He's going hypoglycemic because my body was so large. If I don't get sugars, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Because the nutrient partitioning of the drugs I was taking, when your metabolism's like skyrocket, you put food in and it just disappears. You need more food. And I needed sugars, and that's why they fucking needle and sugar you up. And I had no idea like that performance enhancers are that powerful. This little Tic Tac can do that, but I was taking a handful of Tic Tacs, this much a pile, and probably like easily like 60 needles a day, full syringes, and bruised everywhere. Yeah.
Talking about the elite, I know. What is your opinion on this the trafficking and all that? For example, I've seen it firsthand recently.
You can tighten that microphone there too.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand recently with this new movie, right? What's it called? It's
Barbie Girl.
Oh, the Barbie too, but the one about the child trafficking.
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom.
I didn't watch it yet.
I haven't watched it either, but but I can't believe that there's so much negative press about it at all. It's a movie about like Rolling Stone has come out and said that it's a QAnon.
I don't know what it's about.
It's a true story about a guy who like busts a trafficking.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think about when you think about the elites and all that? Where does trafficking come into it, and why is that something that is so kind of it's not in the mainstream? Like we're battling with people about being being trans, right? That's what we're arguing. But what about the kids that are getting trafficked and all over the world? You know what I mean? Like why doesn't anybody care about those kids?
Yeah, the highest level of deviancy, because remember, like, as you're becoming a billionaire, you're becoming more deviant. And it's always through sexual perversion. Kay Griggs and Military from Shape, NATO, and it's all in my documentary. They scout for 14 to 16-year-old mercenaries in other countries that they bring to the U.S. for maybe they'll go to, like, Haiti or something. All right, I'm not going to say names, but certain foundations. But they scout for perversion, and I'm not going to hurt you guys go into detail, but they always look for a homosexual trait so they can wipe out the psyche through. There's a sex ritual they do with basically when you become a special operations soldier, Navy SEAL, Ranger, whatever. It's called like a cherry Marine, where they pop your cherry, they fuck you in the ass, and that's how. And she talks about it, and she leaks all of it. And when it's a funny guy saying it, it sounds stupid. When you look at Kay Griggs, she's no funny lady.
Who is that?
She was married to this NATO kind of high-ranking. Anyways, it's going to be in my documentary, but there's so many YouTube clips of her, and she exposes how it always starts with hookers, right? The generals, they don't offer you money, but when you're going higher rank in the military, they're looking for certain traits of deviancy. You ever kill a squirrel? Because they want someone who gets the job done. And in special operations, you have to do two things. You have to have one cold kill, and it's usually a homeless guy. But the guys who are really talented will do a cold. I'm not CIA, but the guys who are really fucking intelligent in these special operations circles, and they're usually a lot younger than the others, they do a murder on a politician that the military general, that is, the guy who's ranking him on this mission, right, on this initiation test, this satanic initiation test, he kills one of the highest ranking politicians that the military general loves and supports, and the twisted general goes like this: we love that Republican candidate. You're that fucking vile. And they actually get impressed with the level of evil. As in, because if you take out that vacuum, there's going to be trouble for, like, let's say a 6-month period until the next kind of more politically charged media starts. The guy is really saying, I will find a different politician. I'll fix that problem. But you saw me kill the most protected dude in America. And so they go they're called rising stars. They go way higher ranking, right? But they reward it, even if it damages their political movement. You know how, like, military will be a little different, right? But it's funny, the left wing and right wing part of the military, they both agree on one thing: deviancy, homosexuality, murder, and it always starts with hookers getting the young boys drunk, and then they switch to men. And if you think what I'm saying sounds like crazy and stupid, you're an idiot. They've been doing this since Spartans. Spartans had young men that they fucked. Young boys they fought.
I heard about that.
And they said they fought harder in war because they loved their relationship with that boy. Wow. They've been doing this throughout all of human history. And what's crazy is when you do that much psychic damage on someone's ego, because they say a homosexual, and not to hurt your channel, but this is what they say: homosexual is when they get molested, their ego is wiped, so they become the best child soldier, just take orders. Whereas the straight guy goes, no, that's gay. You know, like he has more like boundaries. It's not actually them turning into homosexual, loving a man or any of that. It's literally bisexual, necrophilia with the dead body, BCI. It's everything sexual. What is that called when everything turns you on?
A degenerate.
There you go. Yeah. So
like
it's
incel.
Yeah. So I'm not really like, oh, it's the gay community and stuff. It's really what I'm saying is, when these young men are targeted to become rising stars, dude, these guys become fucking generals. And people are like, well, that means that every single general on earth in an effective Western military has been fucked in the ass and now is continuing that abuse on the younger ones. You're saying all of them? All of them. And this is probably where they kill me. If I was ever to get killed, it'll probably be this one. But it's all of them. It is all of them. And you'd never believe it because these guys sound identical to me, straight as fuck. Mm-hmm. They hate gays. That's the weird. They're like self-loathing, where they become werewolves one night. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it is so mind-blowing how the Kay Griggs documentary, nobody's heard of it. Every conspiracy expert on the internet doesn't talk about it. Alex Jones, just me. But then I saw they start fucking the shit out of her lifestyle. They started taking her panties from her drawer, the military, because she's fucking with her, or her husband would get very drunk. They're nihilists and obsessed with Nietzsche and God doesn't exist and killing someone is just like shaking someone's hand. Who gives a fuck? He would get drunk. And you know how there's always a spark of the soul, the ember? He'd start crying to her and saying, I killed this person, that. She would write it all down and she leaked everything. I think this is like in the 80s or 90s, right? And the most mind-blowing thing to me was it's always a sodomy ritual. And then when I started studying power, did you know MK Ultra mind control, that wasn't mastered in World War II like Joe Rogan and all these idiots tell you? Joe Rogan, we don't know much about the Egyptians. Do you know why we're not taught about the Egyptians? They're so mysterious. Look into, I read a book that no scholar could crack. And I'm not flexing for like clout or anything. Dude, I did this book on drugs. I did it drunk. I did it in my most wakeful solar state, my sleepiest lunar state, everything to understand this. And I finally cracked the code because it was all in allegory, poetry. This book is pretty much code for if you're intelligent enough to get it or if you're desperate enough to do drugs and, when I cracked the code of this book that was talking about serpents and this and staffs, it was the serpent that was actually the staff was a penis. And it was a ritual happening to two young boys who are about to become pharaoh. One is the spirit leader and the other becomes pharaoh. The spirit, they go into
What's the book?
Well, I'll say after, but they go in to a shrine and everyone in Egypt goes, they're going in. One is going into the heavens, rising into ether, what Plato talked about, and the other will come out as king. Do you know what happens in that shrine in the darkness that they say he has to suffer for 3 nights and be resurrected?
No.
Every single cleric, not politician, not king, not pharaoh or whatever, every cleric of their religion, this pagan star worship beast, pretty much these are priests of Egypt, right? Yeah. They're dark mages, and they would have these esoteric, Masonic, Illuminati, whatever you guys want to call it, religions, right, of sacrifice to babies and stuff. This young, let's say 12-year-old Aleister Crowley, Black Mage, who talked about 11-year-old boy of highest intelligence is the best sacrifice, right? But they them first. Dude, in the dark shrine, when they go in, the boys go happy. They're like, oh my God, it's finally happening. We're finally being ordained this new title. One boy is torn apart by every cleric and R-worded to death while they cut his fucking hands off and force him to eat it. And they make it Halloween-y and more graphic on purpose, so there's more electricity, adrenaline, more soul coming out of the ritual. They have to invert it. They want to go against God. And the other boy has to watch the trauma. One dies. Nobody in Egypt knows that boy died because they believe the cleric, he rose into heaven through that shrine, right? Mm-hmm. That's what they believe, that one boy comes out, the other one is in the heavens. What? This is the most disgusting shit I've ever read. I showed it to my chat, 400 viewers. And I broke it down for them. And I said, man, I'm going to look crazy. No one's going to believe me that I deciphered this because it doesn't really make sense. 400 of my viewers, even the dumber guys, they all said, you barely had to explain it. Holy fuck. We know exactly what happened. It means I didn't have to explain it. When I showed them that piece of my documentary, which you can't even find this VOD, when I explained it, I didn't really have to, hey, this is what's happening. They just understood it. It hit them because I told them it's going to be dark. So I prepped them. Dude, since Egypt, World War II, look at any world war, any special operation, it's always a sodomy ritual in the anus and a sacrifice murder, Epstein Island style. And look at all the Hollywood stars. How many of them been in the anus?
I mean,
is it 99%?
I'm bought in 100%.
I mean, it seems. Look, being in Hollywood does seem like it's a common thing. That's
there's
one
something
thing
that happened.
We were just talking about that.
And remember, when you get at a certain age, at a young age, how this works is it's not like a lot of people are like, oh, mind control. You got to give him some LSD and do. No, dude, it's just trauma. It's just working with the devil. Yeah. All you have to do to psychically own someone as a slave is when that, I don't know if we can say the R word here. Yeah?
Yeah, you could say it, right? I mean, Austin, can we, you know more about YouTube. I mean, can we say
R word? I'll say R word. I'll protect you.
Dino has a shirt. This is
okay. When the happens on a young boy with an older man, the more violent it is, the more control he has over that soul. But here's what happens. The boy can't register that his father, uncle, maybe agent, handler, whatever, he can't register the trauma of his protector doing absolute evil to them, the pain. Their mind goes into what Masons call Elysium, where they go to a happy place, where the starts feeling good.
Yeah.
Because the brain can't handle
the
trauma, and they snap into a dissociative state like this.
You know how many chicks got fantasies, bro? Like, I've been with a chick.
All right.
Well, this is different.
Sultan, you're gonna relax.
This is way different. This is way different.
Shut up, Sultan.
This is crazy. Check this out. When the boy is shattered, mind shattered right there in a dissociative state, that's when that military get up programming happens. And here's the weird thing. It gets repressed into the subconscious female lunar brain. Remember, men are the sun, active going. Women nurture the man. They're passive like the waves. So they're the subconscious when you're sleeping. Men are awake, right? Wakeful. It gets stored in the feminine brain, that rape ritual. And in 30 years, they don't even know what happened. They repressed it. They can get one phone call with that voice and trauma that triggers the 8-year-old ritual, or we'll say the rape. Ring, ring, ring. Get up! And they trigger into a dissociative state where they say, up that place, and they literally go light the place up. That's exactly... I'm not CIA, but man, it's a disgusting.
So you think like JFK's murder or something like that might have been?
Dude, look into every serial killer. It's always American serial killers
They were
are
molested.
always linked
To the government.
to deviant
when he
molesters
was
of the
molested.
military.
Yep. Okay. I
Ask
didn't know.
my country, where are shooters in third world countries? They don't exist.
I see those.
They
Wow.
don't fucking exist.
Wow, I didn't-
It's
yeah,
a military neo-Rome program. I'm not CIA, but there's a reason why in third world countries, gangsters light each other up. Gangsters don't go into fucking kindergartens. That's disgusting and satanic. It only happens here
In the US?
and it only happens in political waves. But we're not going to get into that.
Wow, man. I mean, look.
Am I delivering? If women are not jealous, first of all, in my experience, bro,
They got to be jealous.
if a woman's not jealous, first of
doesn't-
all, she's not a
getting on their
woman.
dick.
But most importantly, if I don't see jealous, even if I met you tonight, if a woman's not jealous, she's literally a man to me.
Or she's another dude.
Disgusting.
Another dude.
Disgusting, bro. And when women
Gotta be
are
a little jealous.
bro, when women are jealous, I go to the bathroom and start off. I literally go, wow, this got the game, bro.
Have you ever had this experience? Let me tell you something like that. You got to look for those little clues when they tell. But I've had many girls say like, "Oh, I was dating this guy, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh, did he cheat on you or something?" And they're like, "Oh no, he was a pussy. He wouldn't do that." So it's like,
Yeah.
what are you saying? You're saying that a
Yeah.
guy that cheats is not a pussy? All right. All right.
Every woman on earth, if they told the truth, they'd say, I want my man to be surrounded by temptation, so my pussy's on fire.
Right.
I want him to have the capacity to cheat on me. I want him to lukewarm emotionally cheat on me, not physical, because he could get them. But if it is physical, fuck her throat so you don't get her pregnant. Bro, they're down with you being a little dirty.
Yeah.
And what's funny is they're so stupid, they don't realize men we don't upgrade to the hotter girl. If we invested time and money into you, you think the 9 out of 10 at the club, we're going to try and make
We don't give a
babies
fuck
with
about
that
that.
fucking
Nah.
whore?
No.
That
We want
bitch is a
We want
fucking...
the ride or die. We want the
Yeah.
ride or die.
If women could just look into our minds, I swear every girlfriend on earth would be like, my man is actually a saint. He sees that bitch as a hand job machine.
Yeah,
he sees them as machines.
It's not-
and he sees me as the mother of his kids.
Exactly, which is a huge difference. Someone that you would die for, as opposed to a girl you wouldn't think twice about. You know, that's true.
And toxic masculinity is the highest arousal, bro. I can't tell you how many times, like every woman I've ever been with, the first week they tell their friends, "Oh, we broke up with John. He's too much. He's too jealous. He's too." Dude, how did I become the number one dude in my city with every girl? Millionaires are like, bro, my wife's at your plates again. I go, your wife's a whore. Your wife's a whore. But John, your wife's a whore. And they couldn't jump me. I was evil. I was the violent guy, right? Why would the most jealous guy in Vancouver, Twitch, now YouTube, every social circle I go to, I dominate the room. Why is the most jealous influencer shitting on Logan
I was
Paul
gonna ask you
with
that.
1 million hotter girls than Logan Paul, with 1 million times less clout? Bro, they love jealous. There's nothing hotter than a jealous husband. When he comes home, they love that shit.
So you don't have some jealousy,
you
man.
think chicks like when a guy's jealous? Because I personally don't like being jealous. I always thought that chicks
Might be a mistake.
Think that it's fucking unattractive. You think that chicks like when a guy's jealous, right?
1,000,000%. I
Okay.
put every penny, crypto, every dollar I have.
That's
have
crazy.
you ever felt jealous pussy? I go, bitch, you're a fire hydrant. How are you so soaked? We didn't even touch each other.
I mean, yeah, I'll be
Bro.
jealous, but I won't show it. Is the thing.
That's
right?
even worse.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is a disaster.
Thank
he
you,
needs you to
dude. Thank
show
you,
it.
bro. Thank you.
Controlling, jealous. I've never seen a woman in my life come from words when I'm yelling at her. I'm like, yo, babe, what's wrong? And then was it like maybe 20 minutes later, we had a talk. She was like, I was coming hard. I was like, that's not what you look like when you're coming. But she's coming when she's standing from words. And I'm like, you can come from, I was like 22. I don't even know. I was like on steroids getting angry. I don't know. I was like, from words? But I knew, I'm like, I know words can get her if I've already touched her or we're peaking in sex. But how did she do it before we even touched each other? We're at baseline cold. We're not even warm. How did you have an orgasm from my verbal abuse? And I really needed to know. And she's like, and she didn't do the whole, I don't know. She knew that jealousy is the hardest thing. But we never, for a year, we never talked about it because if you say it, it gets really weird.
Yeah,
we
does.
use it to fuck,
gotta
but we
use
don't
it.
talk about it.
Can't
you know?
talk about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and finding the right girl. There's girls that have been obviously dissuaded to where they.
You do phone sex?
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. Have you ever made her come through FaceTime or phone sex just with words? It's the most controlling, jealous, violent dude.
You're mine.
You're
You're
never
fucking-
Santa
yeah.
Claus on that phone call.
You're mine.
Yeah,
You know, I'm
and I'm like,
daddy, yeah.
if a human, if a man can show me you can make her nut without being jealous and controlling over a phone call, I'll give you $1 million. It will never happen. I'm the experienced guy. Do you think you could do that? Imagine if you can't say those kind of words.
Nah, man.
She'll never know. Actually,
Jealousy-
she'll start
It'd be
laughing at you.
really
I don't
fucking
know.
hard.
I don't know, man. You just, if you're not jealous, then it's like,
I
do
fake,
you really care about her? Do you really love her?
dude. If I don't like her, I just want to fuck. I fake that I'm jealous. I start pretending and shit.
Hey, I mean, yeah. I've been there.
Don't look at him, right? Or why are you laughing so much
Yeah,
at his
exactly.
joke?
Why are you laughing?
And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
believe it. They're
They
like,
love it,
John
though.
likes me. I go, no, bitch, I'm trying to speed this up. But it's a little satanic. But I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, the highest sold book on earth, you are battling. 50 Shades of Grey is the most jealous, controlling.
He was jealous.
He wants to debate that. He thinks,
Dude,
it's,
Saltine.
Are you crazy, Saltine?
That is just in front of your
Millions
face.
and billions of dollars went into that
Yeah,
book.
that motherfucker was so controlling.
He
You
was
can't touch
actually a
another
rapist.
man.
Fuck
He
it.
was a rapist.
He literally said, "I'm gonna fist you."
Yeah.
We've
I'm
never
just
done that. That
flogged
guy's a
her,
rapist.
flogging,
Yeah.
beat
Oh,
the shit out of this bitch.
See, I used to be that way, right? But then I thought, like,
Then you
'cause-
start smoking weed.
No,
no, not
Yeah,
even
maybe,
because I
maybe.
dated a chick for 4 years, and I thought that me being that way was why we fucking broke
Nah,
up.
girls
No,
will
she
tell you
convinced
that
you
because
for
they
that.
want to
Yeah.
control
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, bro. If you change from the guy she met, she psychically thinks he's tricking me from my womb. He's a traitor, bro. If you imagine, fuck you, whore, and she goes, "Oh, I like Zherka. I'm gonna date him." And I go, "You'll be my girlfriend." She goes, "Okay." Imagine if I stopped yelling. She's gonna be like, "Who is he?" That's not
He wasn't who he
my
was.
pussy
yeah.
was, and dude, they and you know what's funny? Good girls, heavenly, God-fearing girls, all of them, they're all evil. They're good, bad. They're all in one group because they all try and change you. But you know what that change is? That test. If I can change him, if I can change it, they're testing to see if a woman can pierce your armor. Because if a woman can, you're fucking pathetic.
And then she doesn't want
She
you.
literally goes, he started wearing salmon because of me. If you wear all black all your life and you start wearing pink because she told you to, she goes, if I can break him, imagine COVID, government, riot, protest. He's not protecting my kids. I'm telling you.
These were the things that fathers used to teach kids.
All my pickups, every girl I picked, when you watch the VOD, everything the girl says, I do the opposite. So she goes, John, be less loud. Shut up, bitch. Literally everything I say is the opposite. And they're like, how is this guy getting his dick sucked so much? Because I know she's not telling me to change myself.
Yeah.
She's saying, will you lose to a girl?
Right.
And they do that for everything.
Don't lose to a girl.
Never
Be
lose,
who
bro.
you are.
Fuck.
And being jealous is part of who you are because you don't want her with another man, Saltine.
You'll never see me more horny than when I walk into a party and they go, oh, it's the sexist guy from the internet. And I start smiling because all the men get happy. They go, John's getting no pussy. Why am I surrounded as the most polarizing guy? And then they go, dude, it's been 30 minutes. The girls are still arguing with him. It's been 2 hours.
They want
Oh, he's picking and choosing those 5 girls.
Yep.
Wait a minute. We haven't talked to the girls for 2 hours because the sexist guy came in. My dude, I was never sexist because I hated women. I became sexist because it gives me all of them. I want all of them. I want your wife sucking me off. Bro, when I wake up in the morning, I go, I love women. Oh, wait, I'm not getting laid. Fuck you, bitch. And they start sucking dick.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, people actually they think he's being sexist as a meme. If there was no cameras, money, YouTube, I still want my dick sucked. I'm going to be sexist. You really think, how many times you're at the club, you get cucked? You're not getting cucked by a nice guy. No. He's got tats.
Yep.
He's telling her she's a whore. Like, bro, I want to be that guy.
It's a bad boy. It's a bad boy.
It's always a bad boy, yeah. And remember the act of sex. Remember this, the act of sex. Think of it in your head. Is it toxic or is it politically correct? Bro, it looks like a genocide.
It's always toxic.
Heterosexual sex looks like a snake sinking its fucking fangs into a rat.
It's pretty fucked up.
It's one-sided and the man is really winning. Stop winning, bro. Win-win. He's beating the shit out that pussy. It's very one-sided. When you think of how toxic the act of sex is, what is the act of sex? It triggers arousal. If the act of sex is toxic, why is your flirting politically correct? Are you triggering arousal? So what do you do for work? Bro, I sit down and I go, dude, I know I'm a millionaire, famous, got money, status. You're a fucking nobody, Stacy, but you look like you got good pussy.
Yeah.
I'd hit it once, twice. I want it tonight. Bro, that shit, what I said here, works better. You could say the dumbest shit.
Damn, you said something that...
It works better than anything.
Oh my God.
So what do you do for work, Stacy? That shit never works, bro. It's like getting to know her never knows.
Dude, I don't know if you've ever watched the show Mad Men. You ever watch Mad Men?
TV?
Yeah. TV show. It's dude, you might want to. I think you would like it, my man. If I know, after we've been talking, I know you would like it. He literally, what you just said is something that he used so many times to get laid in the show. It's about a guy in the 60s.
He's a villain.
He's a villain.
I knew it.
He's a villain. Yeah.
Villains get all the pussy.
He
Let's go.
cheated on his wife, and when she cheats on him, he calls her a whore. Right? When he fucks. You see him on the show fuck 30 chicks before his wife finds out. Then she fucks one guy, and he calls her a whore. Right? Villain, anti-villain.
Killed her there.
He wanted to
in the movie, in the film, right?
But he always, when he was fucking like a random chick, when he was meeting a new chick, he would always say that. He'd be like, "I want you tonight." Like they'd be like, "Oh, you're married, whatever, blah." But he'd be like, "Yeah, but I want you tonight. I want you. I want to be with you tonight." And that would work for him, dude. And it was pretty wild, because that's true. I mean,
no, women don't want to feel special in your eyes to fuck. Women just want to feel special that night. That's what casual sex is. It's literally, she says, "Hey, make me the moonlight."
Right.
She's not saying make me every single night.
No, but tonight.
Yeah, if it's one night,
she's the one.
Yeah, and what's crazy is, what's funny? I wish women could go on our minds, because it's like, dude,
it would help things a lot.
If you're my girlfriend, let's say I cheat on you, right? I've never cheated, but I've cheated dating. When you're just dating, it's not exclusive.
You fuck some other chick, of course.
That's the same thing as cheating.
Yeah.
But if it's exclusive, I've never dishonored someone like that.
That's good.
But check this out. Well, I've only had 2. But check this out. I'm telling you, when you fuck another bitch that you're not bonded with, it's just bar or whatever, some degenerate shit, sin. If that girl you fuck could hear your thoughts,
she wouldn't fuck you, man.
Bro, she'd be like, "Yo, why do you keep thinking of your girlfriend?"
Right.
Bro, you'll be thinking of your girlfriend bro, man, it's not even your girlfriend. And
she's the one that you care about more.
I'm telling you, if women went into men's thoughts, they'd all submit on their knees to us like fucking dogs. And they'd say, "You guys are better than angels." You know how beautiful men are? Bro, all men on earth are as pure as angels, because if they're not, they get locked up. When women are not pure, they don't get locked up. When men are emotional, immediately to prison, because they have the capacity of violence.
Yeah, violence.
So if you see a man who's a civilian on earth, he's highest level angel. If you see a civilian woman, literally rotten dirt evil, because she could. That means a civilian woman can slap the shit out of him at a comedy club.
Nothing would happen.
Would she get arrested?
No.
Would she get?
Not even close.
Evil women are everywhere. Evil men are locked up.
Wow. I mean, that's a really good point.
What I was going to say is, he's trying to say, "Oh, I'm implementing frame and stuff." Let's give real value and real good advice. The number one thing you should monitor when talking to your crush or a girl you want is talking slower. When you're nervous, you talk faster, and she picks up on that, and then she makes it extra embarrassing for you. Look out, he's like speed running the cringe. And this is like, to me, it's so weird that when he's giving us advice, he won't mention, "Well, what I did wrong was I'm talking too fast and blah, blah, blah." he won't give them the advice. He's talking about I'm holding frame, and he's trying to show you the good stuff he's doing.
Right. If it worked out in the end, if he did have an honest approach, that would still be really interesting and beneficial for people. Even if it worked out in the end, if he does get the girl's number.
But I always say, Leo, like there's no point in getting numbers and accumulating trauma with women, because it makes you a worse player over time. Same with, there's no point in fucking a lot of women, because then what's really happening is, let's say when I was like a bodybuilder, I didn't have my own place. So I'd fuck a lot of women, but I wouldn't be able to sustain them because I was broke.
Me too.
And so what happens when you can't sustain a woman? You lose them to a dude who can.
Yeah.
So you actually take 6 months to heal from that trauma because that was your crush. That you only have one crush.
Binge eating,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So I'm like, there's no point in being a player if you can't sustain the women, because you're becoming a worse player over time, and there's more like inhibition, right?
Wow. Zherka, I got to tell you this. When I was at the peak of my quote-unquote playa phase, it was 2016. I was a bouncer and a busboy.
Hell yeah.
I shared a room in a house with 9 guys, and I lived in San Francisco, where all the girls that are attractive work at Google or Facebook, and they're pulling in $160K a year. I was so insecure about my position in life that all the dates I went on had to involve alcohol.
Yeah.
I had to try to have sex with them the first night because I knew that
In
if
the
they
alleyway.
saw whatever it took,
Anywhere, yeah.
because if they came back to my place and saw how I lived, probably wasn't getting laid, definitely wasn't going to be able to date them.
Yeah, no, I have the same story. And it was traumatizing for me how they loved muscular guys when they're young, but as soon as they're 22 years old, they walk into that VIP section with the businessmen in the suits and ties that are 30, 35, 40, and they never come back. And all the guys in the gym, they're just on the dance floor, like with the bros. Hey, should we play Frisbee with the frat bros?
20
and I was
25,
shook.
yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. The skinny nerds in the suits and ties took everything, and they had so much money. The next day, the women would be flown out to different remote parts of the earth. So these women could never be contacted again. The businessmen, Wall Street guys, fucked the shit out of all of them. And the Chads would wait like hungry dogs fighting for the fat bitch at 3 a.m. When the lights turn on. They would. How many Chads go for a fat ugly bitch at 3 a.m. at the club?
How many times have you gone for that fat ugly bitch?
It's the move. Thankfully, I had a couple, I had a cute haircut back then, and I paid more attention to how I dressed. I was able to, Zherka, maybe secure myself a 5.5, came last call. But, there were nights when it was hard to get her through the hallway. She was so
You're
hefty.
a funny guy, so you've had 9s. Because funny is the hack. Every girl is going through trauma always, and funny is I've seen girls not leave a corner of a party when I'm being funny. White women, I told you this, they wouldn't go to the cocaine table. You white women love cocaine, but they wouldn't want to miss out on the jokes. And I'm like, is joking more powerful than cocaine?
Yeah, it's dopamine, baby. It's the same stuff.
It's interesting. In Zherka's world, he sees civilization existing as an ant farm in a bar on any given Saturday night. There's the rich guys, there's the cocaine table, the funny guys, the bodybuilder. And he's speaking in generalities, but those sorts of dynamics generally exist.
Right?
They're archetypes.
They exist 100%.
Like, for example, when you enter the archetype of a status guy, like a YouTuber, me, you, we stop.
Leo's in there too.
Well, no, because you said this earlier, so it's us right now. We're the bouncers right now.
Sorry, Leo. Fuck off for a second, buddy.
Yeah, check it out. Although I'd rather hire you for the bouncing job.
Are you sure about that? I got that jujitsu.
Check this out, though. When he said, I used to care more about how I dress and stuff, as soon as you get clout, I stopped dressing up nice when I got clout.
You don't need to.
Dude, you could be in flip-flops. If you have 100,000 followers on YouTube or Twitter or whatever, you could be in flip-flops and fuck every bitch in LA.
Maybe not on Twitter. I will push back on 100,000 Twitter.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that. Not
Those
Twitter.
can be gamed pretty easily.
Yeah, no, not Twitter followers, but...
YouTube, Instagram, probably.
Yeah.
You could deceive some chicks on Instagram.
And that's the sad part is like how many guys have a nice fade and nice Jordans and they just get their chicks robbed by YouTubers. It
happens, dude, yeah.
We barely shower. We do half a shower.
And let's also... Yeah, it's tough now. Something that's happened recently is that it used to be if you locked down a pretty girl in your town, wherever you live in the country, Zherka, the only other guys you were competing with were the local business owners and maybe some of the college boys when they came back home for Thanksgiving break. But now, with social media, the highest level guys on earth potentially have access to your chick. So I guess it's more important than ever, I would say, to make sure you lock down a good chick.
And you have lordship over her, meaning it has to be your house.
Talk about.
No roommates.
That's what you need.
No roommates. It has to be your house. And then if you provide, they're chicks, they want a nest. If you provide a nice nest, you can hold it down. But studies are showing 75% divorce rate before we had cell phones. Now with Instagram and cell phones, what do you think it's at?
Well, 75 seems a little high before cell phones. It was probably closer to like 48%, right, Zherka?
That's what they say.
Okay.
They say it's half. It's not even close. It's way darker than you think.
Yeah. Wow.
Remember, Kellogg's buys studies all the time. They fake 95% of these. Remember when they said eat cereal instead of bacon and eggs because they have fats in it?
It's part of a balanced breakfast. Captain Crunch.
No, but that's how everyone got so obese because Kellogg's bought the science.
Yeah.
Dude, when they're telling us dating statistics, I don't trust it. I'd rather go with what I see out there. I can close my eyes. 4,000 students from my high school, none of them are married.
Sure.
Do you have any friends who are married?
I do.
They're all divorced, destined for divorce.
Well, one of them's still going strong, and one of them's...
How many years?
Well, he got married in 2022, April.
Oh, just recently.
Yeah, just recently. And, his wife, I have seen her go to brunch with a couple shiners.
What is it? Oh, he's hitting her.
I think you have.
Because that's how... No, you know what's funny is...
He's my buddy. His wife.
You know what's funny is look at the studies on women who get beat up by their men. They don't leave them. So I'm like, I love you, babe. I gotta do this.
What are you implying there, Mr. Zherka? What are you?
I'm saying if you want to keep her, you gotta do a couple rounds.
Okay,
equality.
I want to say right now on the podcast that for legal reasons, the Leo and Danny show. I am on probation right now, Zherka. So I want to say that,
what the fuck?
It's a long story. I want to say that I do not advocate domestic violence.
Where am I?
And I do not think it is an effective way to maintain a romantic relationship.
It's not.
No, that's me. That's what I think.
Sure. So Fez, what we're talking about right now, I want to hear. I want you to turn your brain inside out for the audience.
Okay.
What's ringing true that we're saying for you?
If you've been listening to John.
Yeah. So for me, like for example, marriage for me, it's always been an interesting subject for me because like a lot of people love to get married, right, at a very young age, and then it doesn't work out in the end. But what is the reason why? There's no connection in love. Because so much time that they've been together, magic goes away over time because everybody knows that you have to explore your horizons with other people.
So are you saying that you're waiting patiently for the right one, and once you find her, the magic will never go away?
No, it will go away eventually.
I don't like his fatalist attitude toward
Wow.
It doesn't have to go away.
You could.
My parents are still married. They're in their 70s.
Wow. Congratulations.
They love each other. They have a retirement home. Leo's parents are still married.
Basically, what I see, marriage usually doesn't last long. For example, like the marriage with my older brother, his marriage is a lie, kind of. But
no, our parents are all married because they didn't have Instagram.
Right.
Apparently, Instagram dominated the female mind.
Yeah, it's an infidelity machine, dude. It is.
I hate complaining because it's guys like us cleaning up.
It's true.
A lot of
we're
chicks would pick
getting
their Instagram over their boyfriend. I bet.
Instagram over that.
Yes.
That's
most,
true.
yeah.
So if he's like, you can't use it ever again if you want to be with me.
Fez, I don't think you have anything to worry about, though. I think most girls, they start dating you. I mean, it's not like they're going to see anything better in their Instagram feed. You shouldn't have laughed so hard at that.
So good.
Are we getting some pussy next time I see you? Are we going to fucking hunt these broads?
All right, I'm down.
Okay, and I need you aggressive. Like, I need you to be like, hey, you don't talk to no one else at the fucking bar, bitch. You're going to talk like that.
Oh, my God. Hey, well, you know what I told him about? Just
Speedrun.
fashion-wise, that he should dress like DJ Khaled. Like
yeah,
that,
if you
right?
pretend you have money,
Yes.
they're so stupid, bro. They'll believe anything.
Dress like DJ Khaled, bro.
You know what's funny is the fastest way to get laid is lying.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I used to do that with my buddies. I'd be like, yo, can I get a photo with you, bro? And then she'd suck his dick. And then she'd come to me and she'd be like, so who was he? I'm like, that's my best friend. Fucking dumb bitch.
That was the only thing King Croc learned from John Anthony is just to lie about what your job is. And where
he
you live.
teaches lying?
He does teach lying.
Wait, you're one of his customers?
No, we knew.
No. Our
he's
friend
not.
King Croc was.
Oh, yeah. We had a friend who told us everything about it, and one of the things was to lie. What's the biggest lie you've ever said to a woman, Danny?
Oh, I used to lie all the time. I used to say I was Uriah Faber's personal attorney to chicks.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I had MMA fighter Uriah Faber, and then all the time I would lie. Like the chicks would be like, "Hey, I spoke to your lawyer earlier." He's like, "Who?" They're like, "Oh, the 19-year-old skinny kid," and he's like, "Fucking daddy," you have to give me a talk.
That's hilarious.
I used to lie that I owned the nightclub.
That's smart.
You look like a guy who would own a nightclub, though. So.
That's for sure.
Just like
But
you
then
should
you
fucking,
could
you should
control
lie.
that.
You should absolutely say you're the son of like a real estate mogul from Havana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be
not?
Cuban.
You know how easy it is? Every time someone gets kicked out by the bouncers and it's my day off, I would just stand up and be like, yeah. And then in the obviously there's music, so you can't hear what I'm yelling. But everyone would be like, oh my God, he kicked out another person. That's the owner of the nightclub. And I just sit back down, right? You just have to lie. You have to just have that status where she goes, oh, this guy's a millionaire. And then when she suck your dick, right as you're busting, you go, I'm broke.
No, actually, funny story about that. When I used to go to bars when I was young, same age as Austin back in the day. And I used to go to bars and lie what I did because I already know that LA girls will never go out with me.
Are you a good liar?
I work in a grocery
You're like,
store.
I'm not a
What?
Are you a good liar?
Well, they say I was gonna be like a professional car driver.
Wait,
one
do
day.
you want to come to a party I'm going to right now?
Oh my God.
Oh,
in the hills? So there's going to be 2 girls. We're going to be on live stream?
Go do the live stream with
Do
me.
it,
Go do
bro.
it.
Does he actually want to meet girls, or is this like
go
a
do it.
joke?
Go do
He
it.
wants to be on a live stream.
Yeah, go on a live stream.
Can we all go? Can the
No,
boys-
you're going.
Actually, you know what? It's not my live stream, but I'm a horrible friend. So do you guys want to come?
Dude,
I'm busy right now. I can't, but Fez is going.
Well, you better edit out that part where he says he's busy. You can't leave that in the fucking VOD.
What about
Do you
guys?
want to
Think
come
you
with
wanna
me?
come?
These girls are hot.
you got to go.
What do you mean you're busy? We're friends. You have to come.
Oh, is that how it works?
What is going on?
Now you.
No, it's my buddy Heel Mike. He's got 2 girls. I'm sure he's not going to mind. You can come.
A virgin is you're a powerful figure.
Because I know if you don't come, I'm going to try and fuck one of them.
Yeah, so it'll help if you're there.
I can't fuck anything in LA. I don't trust these bitches at all.
No, it's all good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It was great meeting you.
Yeah.
And
sure.
whoa, that's Hapkido grip.
Hey, this has been John Zherka, Danny Mullen, Fez Cubed, Austin and Dino.
This is the Hapkido podcast.
Hapkido podcast. Subscribe to the Leo and Danny Show if you haven't. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We love you guys. It's been a
John
lot of fun.
Anthony lifestyle. Keep doing what you're doing because I had no idea he teaches lying.
Smart.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I teach.
Teach lying. All right.
Peace.